record button. Is it fucking going? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Nate Show. We're about to get started. Hold tight.
This is how it goes, morning, sex and the drugs, this is all she loves. This is all she wants, morning, sex and the drugs, yes, it's all she wants. What time, baby, I'm your worst nightmare, but you, I'm your dream right too. What time, baby, I'm your worst nightmare, but you, I'm your dream right too. She doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know what song I'm into or what I'm up to. This is how it goes, morning, sex and the drugs, this is all she loves. This is all she wants, morning, sex and the drugs, yes, it's all she wants. What time, baby, I'm your worst nightmare, but you, I'm your dream boy too. What time, baby, I'm your worst nightmare, but you, I'm your dream boy too.
Good morning, everyone. This is Trisha Paytas. Come back in. Let's try. And
try to clout shit. The main nigga tryna be the shooter, fuck that rap shit. Tryna rob a rap nigga down, that was padlock. Now these nigga pussy down, wanna take shit, right? Everybody dick rhyme, pussy quick to switch side. Know I hit the switch on mine, hit that boy 100 times. Leave that nigga dead on that side, fuck the other side. Always keep it real, you ain't for well, then you not my kind. And my nigga, we like brother, nigga, we down for each other. Nigga, you play with one of my brother, then you know I'ma bust you. Know this shit right here for L, and we came from the struggle. Everybody on my block, growed up together, sandbox. So we jumped off the port together, everybody got that metal. Smith and Wesson, Glocks and Hop on, nigga, we will carry wherever. With the Ruger, with the ruler, oh my God, my shooter. Now I had to upgrade with this money, we got Glock, no Ruger. And my man ducked off in the cut, that 4-4 board out, do ya? And he kicking on them alleys, he ready leave in the addy. Know my niggas out here robbing and trapping slime. Ooh, everybody calling me slime, yeah. I'm the nigga that'll slap a nigga out for a dime. Real quick, shoot a nigga in his shit for a brick, flip some shit. Ooh shit, that the way he would talk how to get money, only way he can get rich. Now everybody wanna talk about this and that he did, damn. That he did what he had to do, and but it made it help. And he keep him mouth closed, no, shot it don't know what help. Tryna place him on the single, shot it that look round like a vamp. Shot it feed them shooters all the food, but it done got them stamp. 5-5 know what help. Different shits on the ground, don't nobody know who's around, but it's a whole lot of sound. That what the neighbors say. Say them four had pulled up, then they jump out, then they sprayed away. Seen a couple spots from the other side, but they ain't have what it take. So them niggas pulled up on them niggas and took their life away. The nigga in the hood to try to clout shit. The main nigga tryna be the shooter, fuck that rap shit. Tryna rob a rap nigga down, that was padlock. Now these nigga pussy down, wanna take shit, right? Everybody dick rhyme, pussy quick to switch side. Know I hit the switch on mine, hit that boy 100 times. Leave that nigga dead on that side, fuck the other side. Always keep it real, you ain't for well, then you not my kind. Bush light, yeah, when the bullet came so far away. Hit them with a laser, head on shot, they block no taser. Now we treat them like the vapor on the board, we straight erase them. I ain't stun no pussy nigga, I ain't worried about no hater. Obligated to get money, only thing I got to do. If you fuck up what I'm doing, then I send that shit at you. And you know that shit is true, and I like to spin that blue. Have a nigga spin no clue, don't know what to do. Make them nigga pop off his top, jump out shit like Jack in the Box. Thought it was a rabbit, disappear bodies like magic. Wave my finger like a magic wand, and then I make it happen. Whoever thought I would be the nigga making all that rap shit. I used to be the nigga in the hood to try to clout shit. The main nigga tryna be the shooter, fuck that rap shit. Tryna rob a rap nigga down, that was pad like. Now these nigga pussy down, wanna taste shit, right? Everybody dick rhyme, pussy quit the switch sign. Know I hit the switch on mine, hit that boy 100 times. Leave that nigga dead on that side, fuck the other side. Always keep it real, you ain't 4L, then you not my kind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get started. Welcome to the show. We're back. We are back. We're probably very loud. Welcome to the show. Super secret show. You know me, moment of a notice, Saturday night shenanigans. Welcome to the Nate Show. We're about to get started. The song's over. Let's do this thing. If you've never been here before, this is the Nate Show. We're about to talk some shit. We're going to watch some people on the internet. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Don't let me know the audio's shitty because, once again, I've done my thing, okay? I've touched buttons, I've moved knobs, I've done the unthinkable. The audio's fine! All right. Welcome to the Nate Show. Let's talk some shit. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, germs, and folks. Welcome to the Saturday Night Show. Okay, I got my hair cut. Okay, I got it done just for you guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying my look and not disgusted by my Polish fur. You know, in Poland, man, it's so damn cold. The humans have evolved, okay? More hair comes on the back. All right, let's get this thing going. I hope you guys are excited. We got some Trisha to talk about. Okay, Trisha's on the news. Trisha's on the menu. Okay, we got Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We got a big drama, big update with her. It's been a while since we caught up with Gypsy Rose. All right, so we're going to be hopping into her today. Her and Ryan got themselves in some drama. And other topics, other things that might keep you up in the middle of the night. You know, the world's a fascinating place. You know, I don't know how many countless tales of miracles and phenomenons happening where they never, looked at differently. Have we been in contact? Well, we'll find out. So let's get the show going. You know, I still have this music pulled up. This is Boy Harsher. I don't know if that's taking my stream down. I have no docs up. I don't have the chat up. There's the chat. There's the live panel. Let's get that pulled up. Oh my God, there are people here. Jesus. Even when I hide, I'm still here. Hello, Shady. Not dead from the C word. I'm officially moved to a new place, bringing on the festivities. Now, tonight's a double hitter. I'm kind of out of things to talk about. You know, I did my other show. If you guys are ever interested in listening to something only purely for the viewing of your ears,
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
in the About section on the YouTube channel, there's a little Spotify. It links you to the other show we do. We talk about movies, okay? Kimberly says, I love the color of your hair. It brings out those pretty blues. Well, guess what? Okay? You know, a couple weeks ago, I spilled the beans. I finally woke up after, a long time without, partaking in the kush. I finally got, put that down, okay? But I came clean about that. I told you guys that. I actually have to come clean. I don't have blue eyes. Okay, they're fucking fake. They're AI! AI eyes. Oh, shit. I almost just fucked this thing up. Scale to 1440p. Oh, no. What did I do? Okay, here we go. So let's get this thing going. It's been a while since I've done the show. Bigfoot's here. It's been a while since I've seen Bigfoot in the chat. Killed by Bigfoot. Is asking, did someone say SNL? No, nobody said it except for I. So we are going to be hopping into all that Trisha bullshit tonight. I have other topics. We got lol cows. We got Paris Hilton. Yesterday, I became aware. I try to stay relevant. I try to stay up to date on, like, the latest things. Okay, I try to stay up with the latest fashion, things that are happening in the world, the music, and etc. And reality TV is like one of my favorite forms of content. Okay, you can't really get anything funnier than like the human body doing strange things. Okay, and reality TV is like a playground for scripted content and somewhat realistically filmed things. Okay, out in reality. And, I found out yesterday Paris Hilton is involved in a brand new show. So let's check it out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton of The Simple Life fame. Early prehistoric reality TV. Shown its face at the perfect time and pop culture. And Paris Hilton and the other bitch, whatever her name is, Brittany Johnson, Paris Hilton, I can't remember, Nicole Richie. Those two were here in the very early days, the pioneer days of reality TV. And I'm very fascinated with the Kardashians. I love my big K's. I love Kim K. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I love my girl Kim. But I try to stay up to date with these reality shows. I had no idea Paris Hilton and, yours truly, Nicole Richie, are back for a brand new special, an encore 3-part series. Catching up with these bitches. Fuck! Kimberly says, I remember watching Paris and Nicole Richie back in the day. Shout out to the back in the day. Here's the main show. Here it is right here. We go to Paris's channel. It's covered with this EDM bullshit. Paris Hilton's got this other endeavor going on in her life where she thinks she's some type of DJ. Son of a bitch! It's not showing up. Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie. Here we go. So let's watch the trailer of their new show. Here it is, the official trailer 240.
In order to write their magnum opus, they must first revisit their past.
I don't know where it's at. Son of a bitch! It's way too far in. Jay Leno, made face. Lulu says Kim K is so hot. Paris is genuinely intelligent. I'd like to say that all these reality stars or anybody that's like, gotten famous, for being useless nothings to society, I would only imagine they're probably somewhat geniuses. You look at Paris Hilton, you look at this. I've really noticed that, there is a style of filming with this show that's getting ready to come out called Hiding All the Marks, Hiding All the Secrets, Hiding All the Disgusting Wrinkles on these 2 old bags.
Missed yourself. Love you a little bit.
So it's going to be on Peacock, which Peacock might take this down. They might not approve my endorsement of this. This is my version of my ad for this new show coming out. It's a free ad from me.
It's been 20 years since the world watched 2 reality TV icons take on all the complexities of a simple life. And while they may have gotten
okay, so as you can see, it's trying to bring up the past. Nostalgia is a huge thing in this time, in our existence right now. People like retro stuff. They come back into fashion and hype. And a lot of people like to go back in time and relive some of the glory things that they, indulged in back then. I don't know if this is necessary to happen. Do we need this show?
This lighting is so good.
At heart, they're still the same girls who are willing to try anything.
And look at these nostrils. You can only see these things out in the jungle. Look at that face. What is that? If I get this close, you'd think it was a fucking, something from the zoo. Panda? I'm not into the face. What is that? You should always look at your, your socialites, your influencers for the mysterious under, the wrist tattoo. Okay, it's always spooky. I always think there's something very scary about Hollywood.
Now, Paris and Nicole are reuniting for their next big endeavor.
We decided to turn our famous song.
And what is this? I'm with my roommate yesterday. At night, we sit on each other's laps. We take turns. Okay, and we go on YouTube and look for the newest things coming out. And when we were watching the trailer for this, I was like, that lady's, I was like, how much you want to bet? That's 90 years old. That's an old face held together by the plastics and glue of Hollywood.
Sana Sana into an opera.
What?
Sana Sana Sana.
Oh my God, and look at this. So the only reason I'm watching this is because of what's about to happen. Now, in 2024 is a time to be alive. The present day and technology and the things that we have at the grasp of our fingertips are amazing things in life. Like makeup and stuff and cameras and the power of editing.
Song Sana Sana into an opera.
You look at Paris, you look at Nicole, you're like, these are a couple hot babes, couple hot moms. I don't know about that. The closer I get to Rocky 3. Or whichever one the German guy was in,
Opera.
What?
Sana Sana.
But why I'm saying that is because we're about to have a glimpse, okay? We're about to see a clip from back then, the show.
When you think about Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton, you don't go to opera.
Where do you go?
Yeah.
But they lack in musical acumen and the general knowledge.
I thought it was coming up, son of a bitch. I'm trying to show you guys a picture of them from back, or some footage of them from back then. I was disgusted. I'm like, look at these crotches. Back then when I was growing up, that tanning bed was a hype thing, and Paris Hilton, was one of the first people to ever get in a tanning bed. If you guys know that or not, spread the word. All right, it's not this video. It's got to be the other one. Let's go back. Here's the trailer for the show. This is them going to Walmart.
Before dropping in on old friends, good manners dictates one brings a small token or gift.
Zanny bars right there for eyes.
Luckily, Paris knows just the tiny specialty gift shop.
Shit. I don't care. Go to the show us. I'm trying, folks. This is gonna make sense. Oh my God! This is what I'm talking about. Look at Paris. What is that, dude? Wow.
Your family.
The hell is playing? What is playing? Stop. So Paris looks demonic. They go back. They do during one of these trailers for this new show. They go back. They show the footage from back then. These two are looking bizarre. I mean, I don't even know what to make of that.
Walmart. Why?
I don't
What
know.
is Walmart? It's like they sell wall stuff.
Just kill him! All right, look at that afro. They don't even make these anymore. Woo! All right.
I know that Walmart doesn't.
That's enough. I was just goofing around. I wanted to show you guys, one of these shows that I'm getting ready to be sitting down and watching when it comes out. I don't know what channel it's on, Peacock. Would I pay for it? That's the question. Would I pay for this show? Nobody has Peacock. All right, moving on. Coming in hot tonight. So today was quite an experience. I went down to the mall. I don't know if you guys have ever been down to the mall before. I went down to one of these places by me, one of these Richard areas. Okay, and one of the I would like to call it the whiter area in Ohio. Okay, the most racist place in Ohio, Beechwood. Okay, covered with $100 bills. Okay, so I went to the mall out there, checking out some of the hype stores. I got myself some stuff. So I figured it'd be fun. It'd be fun to kind of like, you know, indulge in a little bit of what we would call Nate's show and tell. What we got to this week. What did I buy?
I can't even talk about that, but you know the plan.
So let me put some background tunes on. That's enough. Okay, so let me put some background music on. I want to show you guys what I got. Okay, let me see. Lo-fi vibes. Here we go. Show and tell, folks. Really? Okay. Stop. I'm trying, folks. I'm looking for the right song for this. You know, they don't have enough good lo-fis. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen. I went to the mall today. I went to the Beechwood Mall. It's got all these nice stores. They got ponds. They actually have a pond that is, instead of a waterfall that goes down, the waterfall is actually going up. Okay, in the store. And I checked out some of the hype spots. I was trying to look for some Christmas gifts, okay, for the family. Okay, and, you know, I ended up buying things for myself. This is what I got. So, if you guys are fans of the show, you're probably, you know, aware that, you know, I can't do this song. I need a better one. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Fuck it. So, I went down to the mall. And I went into, you know, some of these malls, they got little stores in there. You're like, how the fuck is this here? They have a sock store. There was a store for socks. And it was all these graphic shit socks. And when I went in there, they had those massive, oversized slippers that are in the shape of Jordan shoes, okay? They had Jordan 1s, they had Jordan 4s, they had Travis Scott's. They had Yeezy slippers. I was inches from buying it until I heard the price. God damn it! $40 for a slipper, but they did. They actually had a bunch of the Crocs little things. You can design your shoes. What style you want to be, you know, the day you're wearing your Crocs. I'm a Crocs guy, so I got some little emblems. I got a little Heisenberg money eyes. And I got one of these. Got that leaf. I'm going to have that green leaf on my shoe. But here's the grand finale. You know, the big deal I was able to get. It's the holiday season, so people are trying to get rid of everything for pretty much the same price. There are hardly any deals at the mall, but I went to a place, I don't know what it was called. There was glass everywhere, all over the floor. It was dangerous. Luckily, I got out of there alive without getting scratched. Got myself a pair of the new Jordan 4s. These are the Jordan 4 RMs. I want to make sure I got it right. Here it is. Now, Jordan 4 decided that they want to, you know, partake in things outside of basketball culture. They wanted to get into the shoe game. So they designed a new version of the 4. This was supposed to take the world by storm. And it didn't. Nobody really likes them. They can't get rid of them. I actually bought it for, like, more than 50% off. Okay? Okay. So, that's all I got. That's it. That's show and tell.
I feel guilty. I don't want to spend time.
All right. Let's hop into some other things that are going on in the world, on the internet. Okay? Catch up with some bullshit. I don't want to hop into the Gypsy so quick, but the fact that I have like a lot of tabs of Gypsy pulled up, I think I might want to, go ahead and just dive into it. So let's do it. This is Gypsy Rose. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She's back. She's in the headlines. And, I stay away for a while. I don't do the show. I try to at this point, in my streaming career or in my streaming activities, I I'm at this point okay with once a week, but, whenever it comes the end of the week, that's, the end and everything, all the drama's built up, so it's a good time to do a show. And about time, Gypsy Rose has built up plenty of stuff to cover. Since I've been gone, it's been kind of silent. We did the show last Sunday, I think. There was nothing to cover, not an inch of Gyps. And her TikTok's been updated with a couple new videos. I'm seeing a couple new fake smiles, a couple new evil eyes. Gypsy's browns, if you know what I mean. These shit kernel eyes. She's got a couple new videos on there, and also there's been some drama. T-Spill let out a video, probably let out a stinker too right after. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But Spill says they dropped this video right here. It's called Gypsy Rose Exposes Ryan Anderson.
This is finally done with Ryan Anderson after all.
Okay, enough. Okay, let's restart this. Here we go. I'll be right back.
You guys, Gypsy Rose is finally done with Ryan Anderson. After all this time, the two of them are finally actually divorced. Can you believe it? Honestly, this has been a long time coming. It has been a crazy ride this year. It's basically been a year since she's gotten out of prison, and so much has happened with her.
So much has happened, okay? So, since Gypsy's got out, she's got herself hitched, okay? She cheated on Ryan. She got addicted to this. Electric death, okay? And she's also got hitched and pregnant with another guy. Outside of the knife, okay? The attack, the kill. So lots happened this year, right? It's only been a year.
You're going to spill
that Gypsy's been out. So she's got herself into a lot of festivities, a lot of shenanigans.
On all the new details of the divorce, things that they have both come out to say, and just a little bit of the journey that we have been on this year. Like I said, it's been quite the journey online this year for Gypsy, navigating social media and going back and forth with Ryan Anderson. I mean, their show came out and there was drama with people thinking that Ryan was creepy, and then they felt bad.
Ryan's a monster right here. You can't tell me this picture looks cool. You could tell me this guy created a nuke aimed right at a preschool, and I would be like, he did it. I wouldn't question it. Look at this fat fuck.
For him, once they saw
this guy's a monster the way he hovers.
How she got with Ken and how her stepmom was in her ear saying that, Ken reached out to me. And I mean, we just saw it all. But after everything, it's official. Gypsy can stop hearing about how she is Ryan Anderson's wife, because on his TikTok lives, he would still refer to her as such.
Look at this face. Ryan, there are certain people out here that should have facial hair. This week on on the podcast we did a movie with Jeffrey Wright, and I realized that Jeffrey Wright, he don't be looking wrong without his full beard, okay? And I'm only saying that because it applies to Ryan. Ryan, you gotta have this. He's gotta have the stash. He's gotta have the goatee. Otherwise, you look like this.
Sometimes just to let
and this is all shit to me.
Everyone know that he does have a right to vent about her if he wants to, because they were still married and this situation stung. But now they're officially done and she can move on with Ken and have their baby girl and live happily ever after. At least we hope, right? Because
So Gypsy's got another plan, probably another trick up her sleeve.
Last year has been filled with so much drama, especially the last couple of months in dealing with the divorce and the baby daddy drama involved in that. One could hope that all the drama would wash away now and Gypsy and Ken would maybe want to lay low for a bit or something like that. But like I said, that's more of just people wishing, because the track record here is giving.
Oh my God, what was in her hand? I'm sorry. What is this? You're telling me that's not a fucking... This looks like Gypsy's got a gun. A gun right there. Pointed at the captain of the ship, telling him to stop the boat for the picture.
Like I said, that's more of just people wishing, because the track record here is giving very much this is not over, even though her and Ryan are officially divorced, because the back and forth internet drama hasn't completely gone away, and we can't be too surprised. This week, reports went around that 8 months after Gypsy filed for divorce in April, things were officially over, right? Okay? And according to People, Blanchard says the two have since worked out their financial disagreements in court. Attorney First adds that they have decided...
Okay, so I'm curious about how much money and how much Gypsy's scamming and scheming, folks, okay? It's not a game, okay? I think Gypsy's got dollar signs everywhere she looks.
plans.
What am I doing?
I can't even talk.
So Ryan probably got fucked. He got about $1 out of this deal.
Decided against
But he's free.
spousal support. However, the division of community property is still being worked out. But shortly after the divorce reports went around, so did another story where they claimed that Gypsy was going around saying that she didn't enjoy doing you know what with Ryan. Even though there's that one famous comment that she made under one of his posts when he was getting a lot of backlash, where she said, Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me.
Yeah, Ryan, your dick is small. What the fuck? I mean, imagine that. Imagine Gypsy coming out being like, that motherfucker ain't got nothing. Okay, it's smaller than hell. Smaller than a pebble. Gypsy comes out and says, Ryan, don't listen to those motherfuckers. I love you and you're small.
We do not owe anyone anything. Our family is who matters. If you get likes and good comments, great. If you get hate, then whatever, because they don't matter. I love you. Besides, they jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah,
he's rocking the goddamn entire world. Don't get it twisted. She ain't lying. Ryan's rocking deep. Infected Mushroom says, oh, Ryan deeper. Imagine Ryan pushing and thrusting with 575 pounds of pressure.
Said it, the D is fire. Happy wife, happy life. And at the time he said, who said I gave a damn about what these jealous people say anyway? Haha, now come get it, baby. Yeah, not so.
Imagine that coming in hot. Ryan with that pepperoni stink. I mean, I'm constantly curious about, you know, every fat I see, I'm like, you know, what does their breath smell like?
Fire when
you know, there are gross people out here. They want to do evil things to people. They look at people disgusting. They're sickos or perverts. I look at fat people and wonder about the breath.
she's looking back on everything now, I guess. In an exclusive interview with People this week, Gypsy opened up about their intimate life and what went on behind closed doors that helped encourage her to decide to call it quits. Yeah. They wrote that she said, now Blanchard shares what she says was really happening. Ryan in my life was not ideal. I told him privately. Maybe it was a lack of attraction in that area, or if I still wasn't processing.
Or like, you know, a fear of death. You know, Gypsy, she knows karma's coming. Karma's a bitch. It always happens. Don't get it twisted. You will pay for your sins. Okay, and I'm not talking about a religious way. I just feel like the universe has a way of equaling out and, you know, making sure everybody gets what they deserve. And, you know, Gypsy laying there taking the punishment, Ryan's gut.
Properly.
You know, I think that's really what it was. It was more so it wasn't a lack of affection. It was, you know, fucking pure fear.
And Gypsy has opened up.
You know, Ryan coming in hot.
About past traumas and things
That
like
fire!
that might have been affecting her during this time. But the fact that this was being said publicly and the things that she said afterwards, like her talking about maybe it was a lack of attraction, like, oh, you guys, I know that hurts. I know it does. I know it does, because that
I don't know what you said. Let's go back.
traumas and things like that might have been affecting her during this time. But the fact that this was being said publicly and the things that she said afterwards, like her talking about maybe it was a lack of attraction, like, oh, you guys, I know that hurts. I know it does. I know it does, because that's just to say that.
All right, enough. I don't know what is going on right now. I feel freaking out. All I'm seeing is nothing but Ryan's smile.
So much for no drama after the divorce, I guess, because there's no way that he just takes this comment in silence. Like, I'm sure by the time I post this video even, he's probably already gone on live and addressed.
You know, Ryan, you got to address this rosacea. I think everybody that has rosacea should tell on themselves.
This whole thing.
Hold up. I'm not going to blow up. I got rosacea.
Making some sort of shady comment, because that's just the pattern that seems to happen with these two. I mean, it just feels like such an odd time to be opening up about this. I know that they're talking about her memoir and things like that, but this comment, it was salt in the wound, especially because she later talks about her experience with Ken and that she had a much better experience and she's obviously with him right now.
I mean, look at Ken. Nothing but height. What is Ken? 5'8"? Not a chance he's 6 foot. No fucking way. No way.
Oh, and they're having their baby girl, and oh gosh, I just know when Ryan saw this, he was just like crying probably. Because this is hurtful stuff. I mean, to be saying this publicly.
You know, and T-Spill's out here icing. She made Ryan IMAX size. Look at this shit. I mean, you didn't have to zoom him to this.
It hurts no matter.
There's more Ryan than anybody can handle.
What the situation is and all the drama and stuff like that. To hear that you were not good in bed or you were just like not satisfying someone in a magazine article, like there's just no way that doesn't hurt your freaking feelings. Now, the whole thing is just extra hurtful to Ryan since he has been public about still having feelings for Gypsy. I mean, just a few weeks ago, there were these leaked messages of their DMs that he had sent to Gypsy.
That's high blood pressure. That's rosacea. Okay, Ryan, you can't hide it, okay? You know, I know high blood pressure. I've dealt with problems with my heart my whole life. I've never been red. That's got to be the rosacea.
Where he was saying that he still loved her and was complimenting her. He had said, "You look so good as a brunette. Miss your voice, you know I do." Another message said, "You still have my heart. I still only have eyes for you, Gypsy Rose. You really are the most beautiful woman in the world." Just
Jesus Christ, you know, and Ryan went ahead and made it proper letter format. You know, he got the indentation somewhere in here. Ryan, this ain't gonna work.
Being honest.
This is sad.
And he recently went on live and addressed the messages, standing by them.
I hope y'all are still Team Ryan after, leaked messages or whatever.
We're not.
Let me talk about that real quick. I wasn't too excited about that. Guys, I am going through a divorce. There are moments that I do still miss Gypsy. I mean,
wow, he misses her sitting there next to him, sucking on that vape, swiping right.
It's just,
I don't think Ryan ever saw her swipe left. Nothing but a tender household over here. Ryan knows, too. If he brings her back, it's over. He's going to be more militant. He's going to be up all night. He'll never sleep. He'll be watching that phone like a hawk.
I'm working on it. I know that she's about to have a baby with Ken. I know everything like that. I get it. But I do have moments, guys, and that was a weak moment. I was, just had a moment. And
right, you got to get up. I'm tired of couch talk. Everybody that does these TikTok lives, what happened to people out and about exercising? Ryan's sitting here like a frog on a log, man. God damn.
And I was hurt that the messages were leaked because that's a private deal. And I did like the brunette. She knows I like her as a brunette. So...
Well, that's terrifying stuff. I understand a color you might like, but if you're sitting here propositioning, if Ryan goes back, he probably is ordering her for the brunette.
As I like her.
He wants her back in that era.
As a brunette. So, I was just letting her know that.
Christine says, I think Ryan got some money out of that bitch. And that's probably what's going on here. This is all a scheme. These are paid actors.
And,
Gypsy's one of these people that, is having karma, in the worst way possible, upscaled for everybody's eyes to see. Ryan's probably a paid actor. Why did I click that? Son of a bitch! Ryan's a paid actor. Don't get it twisted. None of this is even real. All these characters, they're just dragging it on that hopefully, we could pull every little dollar we can with this Gypsy Rose shit until it's completely forgotten. Ryan will probably come back into her life. They'll be fighting. There'll be drama. For the reality show they're doing. I don't buy a second of this scripted shit.
I'm embarrassed by it, but at the same time, guys, I've never lied about my feelings towards her.
He went on to address messages that he received afterwards and said that it's not like he hasn't been honest about his feelings towards her since they split.
So... I love when people text me and it was like, she outed you. She outed you. Outed me for what? Outed me. How is that outing me? I'm not hiding that from anybody.
Obviously you were. Ryan, you should probably move into an open door policy. Give everybody your password for your Twitter. And TikTok and such.
If anybody asks.
Ryan's like, I wasn't hiding anything. You weren't even showing it. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Ryan feels like he's on, he's in front of the judge.
That's me, of course. I've always had feelings for her. That's my soon-to-be ex-wife. Really soon, actually. So, guys going
But I can guarantee you he's not happy Gypsy leaked these messages.
soon to be ex-wife, like really soon actually. So guys going through that, you have a mix of emotions. Thing is, you know, it's funny, I've never released any messages that she sent that would damn.
Look at Ryan. Ryan's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. This is a guilty face. You know, this is a face of somebody that, you know, has caught that sickness. He misses that killer.
Damage her or embarrass her, like, you know, I could do the same, but what does that do, honestly? Like, it just starts a yan, and, like, what's the point in that, all right?
And Ryan's not making a damn bit of sense. He's only doing this for these gifts happening right now. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Is this Ken? Who is this, Ryan? Ryan, what are you talking about? You're sitting here fumbling your words, scared out of your mind. Gypsy released the messages. Ryan's like, I got plenty of gypsies. Leak them.
He sent that would.
In fact, the mushroom says you know that she took his V card. It definitely happened. That's why Ryan's so hooked. Hooked on the first time. That memory, you know, sweet memory of like when him and Gypsy were, you know, meeting up at the old prison.
That would damage her or.
And I wouldn't be shocked. You know, the first time I saw Ryan, I couldn't believe he was an actual human being.
Embarrass her, like, you know, I could do the same, but what does that do, honestly? Like, it just starts a yan, and, like, what's the point in that, all right? You know?
He later claimed to have text messages that make Gypsy look foolish or at least contradict her, which I guess means he's trying to say that she has sent him complimentary texts. So it's not all just one-sided, but he was jokingly running a poll during his live asking people if they were in his position, if he would leak the messages or not.
Get my revenge and leak everything? I should. But.
Wow, Ryan wants to kill. Ryan wants that headshot. He's holding out. I think that's what's happening right now. Ryan's like, I should. Bitch, you ain't got nothing. Actually, he probably has a lot. Nudes. You know, I see a scandal happening. I'm seeing revenge porn. Scandals where, you know, Ryan leaks, you know, a couple pictures of, you know, Gypsy sex tape is going to happen. That's the thing I fear most. When everybody, you know, a lot of people, they have a decision in Hollywood or you know, if they have an opportunity to stay famous, to, you know, to do the tape. So, you know, I hope that doesn't happen. I'm not trying to put that out there.
But.
You know, but Ryan's got something. Look at him smiling right now. He's got some dirty shit that he could leak.
I mean,
you know, of Gypsy.
What's the good in that, guys? Honestly, what's the good? What would come from that? So, let's do a poll. All right. If you were in my position, would you leak texts like she did? Red, yes, blue, no. If you were in my position, would you leak texts that contradict her or try to make her look foolish?
So yeah. I really don't think that the back and forth is going to...
I've had enough. There's too much, this whole expose going on right now. It's too much wide-scale imagery of these two.
Guessing what Gypsy said is too...
It's a lot of Ryan, especially with Gypsy coming in with these aardvark teeth. What is that?
Truly, it feels
unnerving
like
stuff.
Every month there's something happening with them online, and there's just no world in which I see Ryan not addressing what Gypsy said to people. But I guess we'll just have to see. I want to know what you guys think about all of this, though, from Gypsy's recent comments to what Ryan had to say on live. The fact that their divorce is finally finalized, which I'm sure is like a breath of fresh air for all three of them, because for so long there was all of these conversations about, oh my gosh, what's going to happen when she has the baby because she's legally married to Ryan.
You know, what's going on with these teeth? Check teeth. Okay, isn't there like, a certain position teeth should normally be? It looks like, the two in the front are actually the two in the middle.
Where they live,
they are in the middle, but they don't look right. His teeth look a little bit out of line.
the baby would automatically be his. And even though they did a paternity test and said Ken was the father, it was still just such a talked about topic. And I feel like now it can finally go to rest.
This is probably the most wholesome picture I've ever seen in my life.
It was still just such a talked about topic.
You remember those old Norman Rockwell pictures with, they would emphasize the old fat white person's gobbler. And they've this is a very 50s looking, kind of aesthetic right here. Ryan from the neck up and like right here looking like he should have been born in a different time.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out.
Topic.
And Ryan's trapped. It's over for him. He's dead.
And I feel like
inside. So let's go to Gypsy's TikTok, see what she's been lying about. So Gypsy coming in looking like she's fucking hasn't showered in weeks. Looking dirty and deranged. He has Tom Cruise has that. The alignment of his teeth are a little bit too scientific. Okay, Scientology teeth.
Morning, everyone.
So here's Gypsy. This is titled "Today's the Day." I'm excited to officially share my new book. Now, Gypsy's been hot on the quill, writing her tale, her autobiography. People do it. People, really fucking, got the wrong idea when they think that, they're going to make the bucks off the book. There are people out here, especially in fields of, one of my favorite subjects, the paranormal. They write these books and stuff, and you find an audience. They make a bunch of money. But how many people of Gypsy's audience can read?
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Do you think anybody that watches or is into this shit knows one word?
Here. So my book, My Time to Stand, is officially available wherever books are sold. I'm super excited about this, and you can find links.
But her book is titled My Time to Stand. With you all. This book means nothing, and I just need a couple dollars is pretty much what this should say. It's a cash grab. Kimberly says, play it because I love you so much, baby. I don't know what is going on. Kimberly says, I used to have an Elvis doll. I got 3 of them. When I ordered these were, supposed to be a big surprise, for the big birth of baby Elvis. In the pictures on eBay, they made them look like they were about 6 feet tall. I get them. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So one of them had to go through what we would call a little bit of Nate's punishment.
Links in my bio. Good morning, everyone.
I don't know what just happened. So Gypsy's just scamming. She's trying to, spread awareness for her shit book.
Hey, everybody. So this is day 2 after.
So day 2 after the big launch. People probably sitting at the edge of their seat ready to buy. Okay, they got it in their cart. They're waiting for it when it drops and they purchase. So there are other people asking questions too, like, where's the fucking baby? Gypsy looking like she ain't got nothing going on. Like, that motherfucker came out, boy. The baby has came out. That's one thing I didn't really mention. I forgot she was pregnant. Gypsy looking slender right now. Not only looking depleted, lifeless, she's also looking pregnantless. So the baby's out, hiding somewhere, hopefully been taken away. I wouldn't be shocked if Gypsy had drugs in her system. Allegedly.
Hey, everybody.
But she does look like, she's not pregnant anymore. The happening has happened. The baby's out. Gypsy's, a whole new person. A mother now.
So this is day 2 after my memoir, My Time to Stand, has been released to bookstores and wherever books are sold. I am so proud to be holding this book right now.
And I'm like, when people like her or anybody, whenever they write these books, I'm surprised by the thickness of any of them. It's not a big book. But what the fuck are you writing in here that you need to fill all? This is like what, 250 fucking pages? What did you have to tell the person that wrote this for you about? What did you have to say that needed this thick of a book?
I'm so proud to be holding this book right now. And I whoever has read it already, I hope that you receive the message. This is not a true.
So it's not a true story, is what she's about to say. You've been busted.
Crime book. This is a book about survival, hardship, and overcoming.
Two hots in a cot, too. I hope there's a lot, maybe Gypsy could actually spin her story into, like, also an additional thing that's exciting. Like, halfway through the book, we get to hear about her plan to escape. Gypsy's prison escape story. That would be fun. And she was just using her broken teeth to eat through the wall.
Massive amounts of trauma. To say that this book is just a book is not. It's very, very much misrepresented. This is not a book. This is my entire life.
Wow. Gypsy's entire essence, her existence, captured in a couple fucking pages. And how much, has anybody gone into this? Has anybody done a book burning? For the trees? Gypsy's sitting here like this is a platter of, existence. Like this is her soul spilled into this shitty, look at the cover of this thing. It's very Martha Stewart.
In pages. When I started working on this book with Melissa Moore and Michelle Matrosciani,
where are they at? Those are the people we need to talk to. Melissa Moore and Mayo Miyazaki. Okay. Hacha! What were they doing? They're like, Gypsy, we got to add something cool in here. You have said nothing.
Amazing women.
And like, how do, I'm always curious about, because for a fucking fact, this was just written through the mouth of Gypsy's, bullshit retellings and then juiced up a little bit to make it exciting.
Amazing, right?
I can't imagine this book has just the letter the and then covered in blood every page.
When I started working on this book with Melissa Moore and...
But I am curious about the behind the scenes, the BTS. Is she just calling these people? They're sitting there on a typewriter. Gypsy's telling them, like, what happens? Where's the story lead?
Two amazing women, amazing writers. I had such a wonderful time working with them, brainstorming, and it's really a talent to be able to bring the emotions of what a trauma survivor.
Infected Mushroom says, speaking of jail, how about the conditions at Rice Street ATL? YSL sued them yesterday. It's amazing. What the fuck? God damn it! God, that's not it. There. No, I didn't even know that. That's amazing. Not too long ago, the Cuyahoga, city of Cuyahoga, or whoever, they sued the county jail there, and they had a lot of insider footage of the conditions. So that's exciting.
Go through and overcome and push past into words. That is incredibly difficult because no one can know the emotions felt by a victim unless you are in that situation or have been there.
Gypsy, what the fuck are you talking about?
And so for us to brainstorm together and kind of figure out how do we want to put this all together? How do we want to framework this?
And like, there shouldn't be like that. Those are the conversations we shouldn't be telling the public. How do we framework this? You're telling us you lied. Why would you need somebody to help you kind of like construct your life story? It's supposed to happen the way it happens. Gypsy's like, I took a bunch of things and I didn't know where they go. And we mashed them up. So the whole fucking story's a brainstorming session on where things go and what happened in Gypsy's tale. Look at those liar's eyes.
It's amazing. And I think we did an amazing job. The things that I talk about in this book are things that I don't get asked in interviews. I don't get asked how scared I was in certain situations. I don't get asked why.
You know, look at Gypsy couldn't be more unconcerned, literally staring into the ethos. What are you fucking looking at, bro? What is there, a cloud of black dust swimming around the ceiling of your fucking house? What are you pondering? These are the liars, like, zoned out, like they can't focus.
How scared I was in certain situations. I don't get asked why.
And she's just sitting here swimming for what to say at this point. She's like, they never asked me this. They never asked me that. And I always was like, you know what? We'll take that to a book.
Why didn't I just run away? I don't get asked that stuff.
What the fuck are you talking about? Gypsy's gonna run.
Why? Why didn't I just run away? I don't get asked that stuff.
That is true. In fact, Mushroom said the book should be called My Time to Stand, a story of recovering from sex with Ryan.
Your Bobby, Hibby.
Wow. And that would be a story to tell. Her time to stand after her legs, stopped being numb from, Ryan's, whole body crushing them.
And I think even if I told them why, they wouldn't really understand. So it's extremely important to put into words for readers when they are reading my story and when my story is told. The reasons, the emotions, the restrictions.
I love this little corner here too. This is a nice nook. As you can see, Gypsy's apartment, as low shit rent it is, they're probably paying about $500 a month for this shithole they're living in. CMHA bed bug palace. And the place she lives in, I like this little corner she decided to fake this whole conversation in. Look how everything's set up. who the fuck is Dylan? Who is that? I know who Dylan is. What if she had her mom's name on there? With blood.
And put on victims. So.
Mommy still gets Christmas, right?
I think that this book is ultimately the thing that I needed to have happened in my life. Because I held on to that grief and that pain for so long.
So I'm only hoping that there's going to be like something exciting in the comments where it's like somebody saying, I filmed your book I would wish, somebody could, be an angel out here and actually have like, some TikTok videos of them opening the book, showing us the inside. I just want to see how it starts. What's the first letter? What's the first sentence in a Gypsy Rose tale?
This is a healing book. This is about letting go of my past and finally pushing towards my future. And I hope that if anyone is in my shoes or the shoes that I was in, if they are
you can listen to this actually on Spotify if you buy it.
Experiencing trauma, if they
should we buy it for the show? Should we do an audio? Should we do the rest of the show? We listen together to the Gypsy Rose story.
They are experiencing abuse. That this book will show that there is hope, there is life beyond abuse. I'm not going to say that how I gained my freedom was right, because it wasn't. And I talk about that in the book. I absolutely...
wow, look at her sense of fashion. This is for people that suck their thumbs.
Have a life of regret.
Right? Isn't that what that's for? You ever seen this? This is cheap. No awesome, amazing brand would ever take a risk with making the style of hoodie that has that thumb slot. Because you're a fucking bizarro and you're like, that's where it goes. Who in their right mind would be like, I want a sleeve with a thumb hole so this area is covered? What the fuck?
Absolutely have a life of regrets. I'm not not perfect. I've made really bad choices in my life.
Christine says this is her dad's house. No, her dad. Oh my God, it scared me. Look at this. Hi, NOLA followers. Join me. Oh, look at this tonight, 5 p.m. for a meet and greet. Celebrate the release of my new book. So there's probably got to be some damn footage of this bitch. She's not even talking. But I think that there, you know, with TikTok being as amazing as it is, there's got to be some type of footage of people going to this book release event. Let's go to Gypsy Rose. Let's type in book release part. Rose book release. Here it is. Excuse me. Wow, look at this. So people showed up to it. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Honestly, I have no way. No way of knowing. But look at the size of this oomph-us or crumpus. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. That's nuts. That's a lot of pouch. So I don't know what this is at all. It just says Pink Pony's live stream at the Gypsy Rose book signing. Look who shows up. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Justice for Dee Dee. So Pink Pony must be somebody that, you know, indulges in the Gypsy Rose things.
Get into it, yeah.
Damn! All right, so that says that's her bestie Bree, says Kimberly. Madeline. All right, so I'm gonna get claimed for that. Let's go to this channel. What's this all about? What is this all about? The fuck is this?
What about Chris?
I'm not doing that. It's demonic to me. Where's some more footage of this thing? The book release. Here's Gypsy.
We listen.
Sitting with her trash sister. Is that her sister? What are you about?
And we lie.
You're first. Okay, so I'm first. So,
Oh, this is that teen mom lady. I do remember this. We did actually watch some of this. She went on, I don't know if she went on the podcast that has the teen mom girl on it, but we did watch not too long ago. I do remember this face.
I used a baby bottle until I was an adult.
Which is a lot.
You guys are saying Pink Pony got kicked out. So I don't know what's going on in this video right here. Somebody showing up to Gypsy Rose's live book event. I don't see anything else about it. So that's it with Gypsy. I don't think we have anything else cool to look at. Look at this. Oh my God. What the fuck are you? Oh God. Gypsy looking nothing but fucking demolished right here. Ryan's like, Look at Ryan, man. This is the same look he has down at the Thanksgiving spread. I don't know what Ryan's looking at. There's probably drugs in there. All right, let's get away from Gypsy. I've had enough of her. I'm moving on to my best buddy in the world, Royce. Royce Miller's back. I think it'd be a good time with Royce to kind of like, you know, indulge, okay? Since, you know, Royce is a vibe and, you know, I figured we could sit back, take a break from all this drama, you know, see what Royce has been eating, what's on Royce's menu. Only if I was a member, you know, I could watch this. But Royce Miller's another one of these food channels. He's a unique character, no hair allowed. No hair at all. Royce has not a sign of hair. But he's God's little chunk of flesh. And he does a lot of, like, food reviews. Okay, he takes us on adventures, you know, sitting in his house, sitting in his bedroom while he devours. Royce has got a new one right here called the Fast Food Fox Pass, a mouthful of pickled ginger.
Alexa, where was Gondor when the West fell?
All right, so Royce is covered with nothing but wrinkles. Not a good look. You know, wearing a shirt not folded, shirt crunched up, scrunched up. This is probably a clean shirt, just, you know, left in the dryer too long. Looking like shit. Royce coming in hot with this beautiful hospital nurse look. This is only if it had a V-neck. Covered. Yeah, Rolls Royce. So I don't know what Royce is doing right now. He always starts the show off with a skit. I never understand it.
Alexa, where was Gondor when the West fell?
Wow.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Gondor was defending...
Now look at Gondor. Tunnel to the Gondor right here. Look at these two caves to nowhere. God damn it! Wow.
The passes of Anduin the Great at Caer Andros and Osgiliath, unable to offer military aid to the west of Rohan.
Huh, I guess the Palantir is actually working. Good morning, everyone. This is Royce Miller coming back at you with yet
So Royce has a lot of landmarks all over his body. My mom, when I grew up, her whole face was covered in these small tentacles. And she had those skin tags. So I remember when my mom got rid of them, she left one tag. My mom had a skin tag right here when I was growing up. I thought it was a button. My whole life, as a child, I thought my mom was cybernetic. But Royce has got a lot of real estate. He's got a lot of this right here. Covered in skin tags. You'd think it was mud. You'd think it was grime. It's not. I think Royce is scrubbed clean.
another fast food faux pas, where I chronicle the mistakes I have made ordering stuff to go. And today on the docket, we're going to be...
I'm always intrigued by the back of the head, stomach,
Stuff to go.
Back of the head fold. Look at this. Look at this right here. Perfect V. Perfect V.
And today on the docket, we're going to be talking about how sometimes you can be a little absent-minded when you're eating, and that can lead to some disastrous consequences.
Well, look at this. Edible fork? I think not.
We have here a simple, delicious unagi bowl, a.k.a. an English the eel bowl. With scallions, pickled radish,
And this is bizarre. It's crazy to see Royce out in the middle of fucking his house eating something that is probably a little bit healthy for him. It's a good step in the right direction, as they would say. In fact, the mushroom says, I always leave my shirts in the dryer for a few days to get a cool texture to it. I don't know. I just know that when I dry my whites, leave them in there all night, I go to the gym, I'm covered in ranks. Luckily the sweat gets rid of the rink. But it is Royce, so I wouldn't expect him to have, anything, that, I couldn't question on his body. He wears nothing but big blanks, big blank tees.
Eel, obviously.
Plenty of room to, print a design on here if he fancies it.
A healthy...
God, Jesus Christ.
Dollop of rice underneath, and pickled ginger. This is the part of import. So, take it back to a few weeks ago. I had just lost my wallet. Still missing. I have replaced it with a...
Now, I can't remember if I heard this story or not. I haven't caught up with Royce. I would hate to see my boy Royce, my boy Big R, go through something is scary and, really shitty and unfortunate, like losing the wallet.
Wallet I got for Christmas from an old coworker of mine. He got me a Batman wallet and a Slasher backpack.
Well, Slasher. I don't know if you guys know about Slash. I don't know what he's talking about. Slash? The guitarist? Or is he talking about, something in the world of snacks? Who knows?
I preferred my old wallet, but, I don't know how to trust that anymore, so...
They would say that's God's plan.
And my mom insisted I buy myself a wallet tracker, so,
In fact, a mushroom says, imagine getting food stuck between your front teeth. Royce has got a couple of pillars. He's got a lot of space right here. A lot of space for...
a lot of food to get stuck in.
and my mom insisted I buy myself a wallet tracker. So
Well, so Royce lost his wallet. He's staring at the back of the fork as if there's answers from above on it. There's nothing there, nothing in sight.
hopefully I don't lose it again.
You know, I hope that he doesn't lose it again. I really hope from the bottom of my heart. I can't imagine my boy Royce not paying rent because he lost his shit.
But anyway, I don't have access to my credit card. However, I do have access to my bank account through PayPal. So
send him a couple dollars. Look at this. You see this thing over here? Not having a good time. Royce, you broke my shit, bitch.
I'm on my way back from talking with my mom and grandma. I stop off at a Japanese place to pick up, to where I ordered DoorDash pickup for me and my brother. And I got us both.
Royce, you got to get into this thing. This thing looks like a sticky nightmare. Look at the fucking size of this bitch. Deeper than hell, deep dish. Let's go. Let's skip. Oh my God, Royce, no way. Royce never has a good time eating. Every time he eats, the first bite, he almost throws up. It's like when people do cocaine or smoke crack. You know, back whenever I indulged in higher levels of getting high, I used to love cocaine. And cocaine, done in a different style than snorting it. Okay, that most people don't realize you could do. After the first hit, when it kicks in, after you do the first hit shot, whatever, you almost throw up, from all that energy that hits you that high. And Royce is kind of reminding me about those times whenever, when it first kicked in years ago, I almost fucking threw up. Royce is about to spill the beans, lose his lunch.
Chili powder.
After the first bite of this ginger bullshit. Okay, let's go back a little bit. I missed out on the first couple bites.
Super spicy for some reason.
So I don't know if he bit any yet. He's sitting here holding off because I think he's afraid. He knows what's going to happen. Staring at the food as if it's telling him something.
Anyway. So yeah, that was my fast food faux pas. I wasn't looking where I would stick my fork, and I did this. Oh!
Jesus, Royce. Talk about the Horn of Gondor. Imagine that. That's what you have to hear before you get shot. That would scare me if I was walking, I don't know, through my front door. All of a sudden I hear... That's Royce letting it out. So he doesn't like this ginger surprise. Not a shocker.
I forgot how bad it was. Oh my God.
You ever heard of making your bed? Look at Royce's bed. Oh, you guys can't see it. I see a bug. Right there. It's got to be a bed bug. Royce, you got to play.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, that's enough. All right, so we adventured Royce's, meals for the week. I just kind of wanted to take a break, from the regular drama that I try to cover or talk about. Okay, moving on. Let's go big screen for a second and kind of get our bearings here. I don't know what you guys want to do. In the way that we're going to run, what the fuck am I saying? I don't know what I want to do for the rest of the show because I don't want to hop into Trish too quick. I did kind of want to do some LOL Cow live coverage. Okay, check out on our guys.
6.
Boogie and, Wings of Redemption have been on fire recently. You know, I indulge in this show. I've been watching the drama. They've been bringing in new characters. Okay, they've been bringing in new people to the show, and there's been nothing but white trash crap happening left and right. And when I was watching this the other day, and don't get it twisted, we're not watching lol cow, okay? We're not watching any of this shit. It's actually something far more disturbing. Something that, I kind of discovered through my enjoyment of the show. So I think it was Friday or Thursday. I don't know which one I was watching. They're trying to, Mr. Keemstar, Killer Keem, Daniel Keemstar, is trying to kind of create a network with this lolcow bullshit, meaning that they're going to be doing offshoot shows, lolcow queens, and all sorts of other shit, other podcasts to generate revenue, super chat, whatever, from. Okay? So it's not a shocker. Mr. Keemstar, enjoys the dollar bill and sees the opportunity with some of the hype behind this crap.
Well, it's back to the drawing.
Anywho, these are the characters that are going to be on the lolcow queens. I'm not sure. This lady's nothing but rubbish. We want her ass.
Fuck me.
This is some white trash contraption that, Keemstar is bringing to his show. When I was watching one of their live streams the other day, when I got done with the show, I've been around on the internet for a long time. I subscribe to a lot of channels. There are some of these creators that Mr. Keemstar is bringing onto the show that I've actually subscribed to and watched throughout the years. And I don't know if I was friends with them or not friends with them, but following them on Twitter. But when I went to Twitter, I went to this guy's Twitter page, and I sent in a nice light scare for my, for Papa out here. This kid right here, kid behind a camera. He's part of the lolcow show. He's going to be I think he is part owner of the new lolcow Queens show that Keemstar is doing. And I went to his Twitter after I watched the live stream. This kid behind a camera guy. Here he is right here. Nothing but fat. I don't know if you're familiar with Angry Grandpa. But this is just some type of wrestler crap YouTube vlog channel that's covered with nothing but trailer trash, shit. And I commented on his, I don't know what post he had. Let me see if I can go to it. I let him know somebody's watching. Okay? Where the fuck is the original comment? I'd have to find it. Hold on, let me pull big screen real quick. This is called Nate is having a hard time finding his shit. How do you find the original post if you're commenting on somebody's Twitter? This is something that I'm not accustomed to. Okay, so I just told this guy, here it is right here. Kid behind a camera posted just the lolcow Queens recap, some type of link. I told him Mike David's Red Bar's watching. Okay, I told him he's on full notice. He had no idea who this is. So in between the comments, I just told him, well, prepare. Okay, and he's asking how to see it. Then this guy hops in, JC Johnson. Now, usually I don't give a fuck about somebody that, is interrupting my conversation with famous YouTubers. This kid right here, kid behind the camera, he's got a YouTube channel, a couple of them, with over millions and millions of subscribers. So I'm famous. People know who I am. I've been seen by the likes of Fame right here. But this guy commented on here some psychopath shit. So I made a comment back. And then he asked me if I'm doing all right. So I went to his channel, and I happened to find out he's got his own YouTube channel. Meet JC Johnson J. 2939. And I don't know what just happened. I don't know if he got rid of his YouTube channel. I was on it the other day. I was gandering through JC Johnson's YouTube channel. I had it pulled up. I was having the time of my life enjoying some of his vlog type of shit. Here it is right here. So we do watch like some of the bizarre people in the world, especially like, our vlog families and other types of mutants on the internet doing vlog type of content. This is like, very interesting stuff. Very, very, very low views. About the same as mine. We got 87 here. And a small-time creator. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of gander into J.C. Johnson's life. Jesus Christ, go back. Jeez. Okay, so this is J.C. Johnson.
Is it rolling? Is it recording?
Yes. Yeah.
He's got the knife. So a person like this is like, the things that I used to see on the bus back in the day. I grew up in Kentucky. I grew up out in the sticks, out in the hollers of Kentucky. I remember inbred kids, they had a different smell on the bus. Jesus fucking Christ. And this is a person that kind of, emulates some of those strange people I saw from like, where I used to live. Out in the South, all these, small cities. A lot of people start to look different. I don't know what it is about the South, either the drug use or the inbreeding that causes these types of deformities.
All right, you guys.
But as you can see, we got a problem.
Guys,
let's take a zoom.
I'm getting ready to unbox this gift that my parents sent me. And this is going on YouTube, so that's why I'm referring to everybody on this video. And Mom, I know you're going to be watching, so yes, I got this package today, and I'm actually going to be putting this video for this package on YouTube, so...
Here we go. A lot of remotes. You ever seen a house with a lot of remotes? This reminds me of the past. Remotes of, TVs we've gotten rid of. This is very disturbing stuff. I'm sorry I have to show you guys this, but it is strange sometimes to watch some of the bizarros of the world attempting to... Oh, there's somebody in here called Howard TV Fan. The mullet is awesome. He's into the mullet. But there are people out here of all shapes and sizes that attempt YouTube. And it's fun to watch. I am giving him a view. Be careful with that knife, says Becky. Look at this haircut. He's very Skyrim to me. He's got an old and medieval times, like as if you're riding your steed. Somebody that is a duke. A royal. That's what his hair looks like. The hair of the royals back then.
So, stuff. Alright. And guys, this is an Easter basket that my parents had sent me. For Easter.
Wow, disturbing stuff. All right, we're getting out of there. I don't want to stop the music. Please stop. The more I'm watching this, I'm getting grossed out. All right, so let's move on to somebody that actually has views and not some strange hillbilly unfortunates. Let's get into this. Now, we watched Paris Hilton. We did the lol cow stuff. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of this. What is this? Oh, actually, let's hop into this. This will be fun. As you know, there's a interest in my life. I enjoy the paranormal. I enjoy the things that go bump in the night, as Art Bell used to say. Okay, I grew up on coast to coast. I had a interest in the unknown, the woo-woo of the world. Or I think Bigfoot would say the woo. Okay, you don't call it woo-woo. But I do enjoy high strangeness, the UFOs, things that we can't explain in the sky. I've always found an interest in that. Anything having to do with it. Now, there are things out here that are bullshit, that are like, extremely insane people are tricking, fools out here, and they're giving all their money to these psychopath UFO grifters. And they're telling you stories about the reptilians, the grays, the tall whites, and everything above. But I have an interest in some of the stuff that makes sense. The what they would call the nuts and bolts type of phenomenon of like UFO occurrences and cases. recently we've been having a lot of drones, a lot of spooky stuff in the skies of New Jersey. So I figured it'd be fun to kind of like hop into some of this, see some of the news coverage of it. Just kidding. It's a lie. I just want to look at this right here. Fox, one of our most reputable news sources, has some footage of what we would call an apparent drone crash.
Response from authorities that could be related to
Now, there's been hundreds and hundreds of sightings. If you get on anywhere, TikTok, I've been heavily involved in searching through the TikTok live feed. Scroll, looking for people filming the sky. Now, a lot of these things are extremely distinguishable that they're drones, but there's also been other strange things happening. Wow. Is that better? Is my hair cool? But there's also been other things that people have been seeing in the sky outside of like winged crafts and drones. People have been noticing orbs. And with the internet, there's all sorts of disinformation, so it's hard to even actually, really want to, actually put complete 100% faith in what you're watching and believe it.
Incident involving a drone. It is happening in Hillsborough, New Jersey. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini is live from that scene. Stephanie, obviously so much frustration at what is even happening in the skies above.
And they've been talking about it too. I'm sure everybody knows the story, but just to get a little backstory, there's been a lot of drone sightings in New Jersey, and the officials pretty much said, we don't know what it is, and we're not worried. And, it has citizens concerned. We've been bred through Hollywood to be waiting for the big happening, okay? When they come, okay, the moment the invasion happens, Hollywood's been planning or Hollywood's been preparing people's fear forever with, films like that. And when we start to see clusters of things in the sky and the government is like, we don't know what it is, and it's okay, we think it's fine. It's got people concerned.
So this might be a big answer.
And infected mushroom kind of pretty much summed up what most of society kind of lives by. They just don't look up. What I like about this is it actually is causing more people to look up. You'd be surprised the things you can see in a crystal clear night sky if you stare at it long enough. Spooky stuff. And not to say that everything you see in the sky, is immediately an unknown, but...
Yeah, Bianca, I talked to several people who tell us they heard a drone crash somewhere behind where I'm standing. We're working to get that information confirmed with officials. Our chopper has been flying over the area this morning. Here's some video. We're showing you that view from above. We're in a shopping plaza in Hillsborough, just off Route 206. First responders have been here all morning, including Hillsborough police, a lot of onlookers. I talked to one woman who says her concerns are growing.
So I think what really happened is that they waited until one of these drones and was clear, people shot it down, and now we're gonna go over there, we're gonna open it up, we're gonna see what's happening. Where are these things from, who's sending these? So we're moving on from that, but I do want to show you one other thing that would be kind of fun. Okay, give you a glimpse of my life, okay, or people in my life. My little brother this morning sent me a message. He texted me, he said, Nate, you're the most of the time, pretty much all the time, my family covers me with compliments. I wake up, I have good morning messages, I have cash apps out the wazoo. I'm taken care of. Just kidding, a lie. But this morning I got a message from my little brother. My little brother sent me a video. Now, I'm from Kentucky, and most of my family's still back in the sticks, okay, sticks of Kentucky. And there's a common trope with UFO sightings. Most of the time, they're always down in the middle of nowhere, out in the country. And my little brother lives out in the country, and on his way to work this morning, he spotted this. Jesus Christ, big screen. Why aren't you fuck?
Wait. I think we're next in line to be getting visits. I've just been sitting and watching this fucking thing. It hasn't moved. On my way to work, I saw it about 15 minutes ago, riding definitely too low for a fucking star. Thought it could.
My little brother, he says, it's riding too low for a star, man. Imagine your stars, you know, just flying alongside the planes.
A plane or a helicopter. Low for a fucking star. Thought it could have been a plane or a helicopter. And it's just been sitting there the whole fucking time. Looks like we're the next on the fucking drone battle, baby. Get them drones out. Get them aliens out.
Exclusive, yes. Exclusive footage. All right. Don't worry, there's not a we're not gonna have a Vosh moment. You know, the best part about my computer is that it's never had one boob on it. Never one boob has been on this screen. It's a family PC. You know, me, I consider myself an entire family. All right, let's move on. Let's go to something else. All right, so we do have some of the classics that I used to cover months ago. I used to cover some of these vlog families. And, you know, since it's a Saturday night, you know, the holidays are around, I figured it would be fun to kind of just cozy up and catch up with Jared and Britt. All right, so here's a video. Well, there are plenty of videos. This is the Jared and Britt YouTube channel. Now, these two are from the South. They're affiliated with all these strange, odd Mormon vlog families. And they have no family themselves, but they always go and hang out with, like, these disturbing, like, famous family vloggers out in Utah. But these two, they live in Florida, and they kind of just go on little adventures. And they're completely amazing. They have the worst life ever. And I thought it would be fun just to kind of catch up with one of their recent vlogs and see how they're doing. You know, they're always shocking me with the titles on here. You know, you won't believe it. Unexpected surprise leaves us shocked.
We have a
So let's see what's going on. Here's Britt.
super fun video for you coming today.
Oh, yeah.
We are hanging out.
Now, there's only one really fucking true thing I can say here. Probably the most true statement I've ever said in my life. Britt's face, old as hell. Now, she's probably my age or a little bit older, but she has one of those classic grandmother, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen Rankin and Bass. You know, back in the 60s, they had these terrifying Play-Doh productions. Rudolph. Rankin and Bass had a mailman character that has, like, a very strong jaw that, you know, Britt kind of exhumes, or her face has. There he is right here. As you can see, Britt kind of looks like this to me. Very puppet-like, Play-Doh puppet.
With Nate Show.
Anywho,
listen up. In today's video, we're going to be hitting up all the top, like, restaurant, cafes, the places that you want to go.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to go to your house. We're going back to their channel. I thought they were going to, like, you know, sit in their house and give me a, you know, an experience of a lifetime. They live in, like, one of these insane, like, high-rise apartments in Florida. And it's super exclusive. Jared's always about to jump off the fucking edge. Oh, look, this is actually them. This is titled Switching Apartments, Apartment Hunting in Florida.
All right, guys, we officially have
All right, so these two are probably missing. I don't know where they got these
a
kids.
full house. Look at that right there. If that doesn't say full house, I don't know what does.
Oh my God, we got our hands full. Let's just say for the next few days.
Yeah, this is the next few days.
All right, so we got some visitors. They usually just have this dog here. I've never seen this little piece of shit, this walking wig. You know, these type of dogs are nothing but bullshit.
Days for us.
We have our little Nora here.
Yeah. Ow.
Violent. Get out of my face, kid. So it looks like they're taking care of, like, I don't know, maybe, like, you know, somebody's children. Maybe they stole them or something. But this is their apartment, as you can see, exclusive as hell.
I'm gonna walk because I know it was just me and him for just a little while longer. So I took him in the park. He had so much fun. His little smile. He was chasing squirrels.
And their dog is always afflicted with that eye booger syndrome. These type of dogs should be wiped every day of their stains. my mom, she has a Labradoodle. My sister has some other disturbing, smaller version of a Labradoodle also. And those, poodles and stuff and dogs like that, longer hair dogs, they get that eye booger black. And it's just one thing that really throws me off about these fucking dogs.
And then we came over to see Uncle Jared because he just got done with work.
Yeah. All done with work, baby, and it feels good. Now I'm saying pieces to these guys.
Well, Jared really always scares me when he starts the vlog out and he walks right towards that balcony. Britt's waiting for the day, waiting for the big settlement. Or, the life insurance policy. Jared might jump.
Just kidding. No, I'm not. Oh, I couldn't even make it 2 steps without you right on my tail. Also, these new little twinkling lights Brittany set up, they look really cool. They're twinkling right now.
Pretty big drop.
Now, you'll see it a little bit better, at nighttime, but we showed you in our last video. It was pretty cool.
You guys, what was cool? What are you saying hi to the boats? What was cool is...
Enough. So, I can only handle so much of Britt's grandma, Kretch. She's got that Kretchard face. I don't want to watch this with these kids. I'm trying to just watch them two hanging out, Jared and Britt.
True, is that...
All right, whatever. We're moving on. I don't care. I don't want to catch up with them. We have Daughtry Dozen, Paris Hilton, already cut. Actually, we didn't watch this. Let's check this out for a second. This is a segment on the Drew Carey show. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Drew Carey. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Now I have to keep pausing it. Nothing new, but maybe a little bit more than normal, just so I don't get, the video taken down.
You guys, I've been on school tour.
Wow, look at this right here. What is that? Earlier we saw that mysterious Illuminati tattoo on Nicole Richie. Now she has something on the back of her neck, looking like, a bite mark. All right, so if you watch Drew Carey, the show, you'll realize that Drew's very desperate. Every day she thinks her husband's coming through that fucking door. It's not happening. Drew Carey is meant to be alone, okay? Like the best of us. You guys, she doesn't want to accept it. But Drew Carey scares me. Some people don't enjoy how close and abrasive and, how, intense she can be during her interviews.
So excited to be with girlfriends right now. I was just...
as you can see, she's shaking. She's got that catastrophic eye.
Saying I've been on school tours and I feel like I'm just in full... Everyone was like, how was your weekend? I was like full mom mode. I mean...
Is it a real thing? Drew, you're scaring me. Drew, you're scaring me.
I feel like I'm just in full... Everyone was like, how was your weekend? I was like, full mom mode.
Is that full mom? That's full demonic mode. Look at this.
I was like, full mom.
Wow. So Drew's showing off.
Mode. I mean, I'm thinking about when we were all young and kids. Yep. And I'm wondering, when did you feel like an adult in your life? Because I think we were kids out and about in front of everyone. And
wow. And Drew Carey's, or Drew, what's her name? Drew Barrymore? Did I call her Drew Carey? Wow. Drew Barrymore be nowhere in sight. You're not with these two. They don't know who you are.
But getting to
Drew's like, remember when we hung out? They don't know you.
To you guys, I'm like, I still ebb and flow from feeling like a kid playing house to an adult, and I vacillate.
Totally, because I clearly am not my kid's age. I know that when I see them. I'm not my sister's age, she's in her early 20s. And when I'm with her, I know that I'm not that person. But I very much sometimes forget that I am the actual adult because I...
Wow. Okay. Very riveting stuff. All right, let's go to Trish. I don't think I have time for rap stuff. I do enjoy my hood videos.
You're now tuned into...
This is actually an interview with Young Nudie and Baby Drill. The hottest new artist in Atlanta.
$1 million worth of game. We right here, Atlanta, Paradise.
Okay, I think they're in Paradise East Zone 6.
East is going down. Listen, this youngin' right here almost...
But I don't care. Let's go to Trisha Paytas. It's time for Big Mama T. Now, along with Trish comes Tana. Tana has a new episode of her show, Tana Marnger.
Oh, and welcome back to the...
Is back. She kind of lives in the universe of Trish. Now she's actually inescapable, with it. Did it always say canceled with Tana Marnger and Brooke Schofield? Okay, I always thought it was called the Cancel Podcast. Now we have credits. So it's been a while since I've watched this. We've never actually, endured an entire episode of their podcast, and it will never happen. But, I haven't caught up with them. They have like 2 brand new shit episodes, probably talking about nothing but crap. But this one's a little bit intriguing. They're getting rid of Paige.
Hello and welcome.
And, I think this is, it's some type of slight towards me. I don't know if Brooke or Tana's probably for sure watching the fucking show. Spread the word.
Welcome back to the
But I've always had this feeling that Paige was going to take over Brooke's position.
Canceled Podcast.
Ooh, that one was good. That one's
Crisp.
crushing
I
it.
felt it in my, never mind.
Your Oshi Goshi.
My Oshi.
And demonetized immediately. I have like the most.
Wow, look at Brooke. Now, Brooke's always a bitch.
Oshi Goshi.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. Brooke's not very nice.
My Uzi.
And demonetized immediately. I have like the most insane set of the giggles right now. I'm trying to suppress them.
I love when you have the giggles. It makes me have the giggles.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm trying to like have
I'd only imagine that's kind of just an indication that Tana's
her
high.
airdrop
Very high
to
right
me
now.
right now. I need to get
Tana.
the gigs.
You're going to get the gigs and the gags. I believe in it.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to apologize to the 2 of you right now. For the first 20 minutes of this podcast, it's going to be about one thing and one thing only, and that is Chelsea Handler.
Oh, no, please.
Not a good look. There are certain subjects out here and people I don't know anything about. Chelsea Handler for sure. So here's the first laugh from Tana. She's letting it out. No fucking problemo.
I love you.
It's just, I have to get all of this off my chest. First of all, I think I'm claircognizant.
Huh?
What? Like clairvoyant, but claircognizant?
Yes. It's like one step down. It's like baby clairvoyant. Because just
Wow. Okay, so Tana's out here spewing lies. She's telling us she can see things.
always been my idol.
Things that premonitions.
I grew up on her. Like she really is. It's so different than like an Adam Sandler or a Justin Bieber to me. Like it's like she's my idol. You know what I mean?
Because you like she's similar to you in a way. Like you could like look up to her in that. Like I could actually be this.
Yes. Like whenever anyone's ever asked me, like
I thought we were done with Brooke. Brooke is hated, reviled. Okay, they're not into Brooke. If you go to the Reddit, they hate her. They want her ass. Let's go to Reddit. Okay, and if we go to the canceled pod, every time I get on here, they're fucking shredding these 2 to pieces. But some people are, they're done with Brooke. They want her out of here. And she comes onto these shows. I don't know if she's actually spoken on the, the elephant in the room. I don't know where the fuck is this video. I just had it. What the fuck? There it is. I don't know if Brooks actually spoke on the elephant in the room.
where I want my.
But she's had this this boyfriend. Okay, this violent boyfriend, this predator, sexual predator that she was dating. I don't know if she spoke on it or not, but I'm not sure. She's always in hot water on this Reddit page. So let's go back to this.
Career to go. Normally, I don't really have an answer, but like the closest answer would be Chelsea Handler. Like I love her so much. And I think she just shaped who I am as a person. Like I grew up with Chelsea lately on in the house, and that was like, she just like my personality. I think everything that is my personality that has made me succeed has come from me being shaped by Chelsea Handler.
Look at this face right here.
This is all just like, I don't know.
It's not a nice face. Look at Paige staring at her with that snake look.
Like a whole thing. I'm not even like a bookworm, but like Chelsea Handler drops a book, I'm reading it 6 times. Like I love her so much.
I do remember that book phase. Like, you were reading that book like front to back 6 times a week.
Like it's just Life Will Be the Death of Me. It's her best book. But okay, anyways. And even just lately in life, just the past couple of weeks, I've been more focused on her than like ever. Like randomly a couple days ago too, like I sent Jordan a Bitmoji and he like responded and he said something about Chelsea Handler and he's always just.
Tana, I don't know what the fuck this show sucks. All right, moving on. Let's go to Trish. I thought I could like cover some of this, but there's never anything good with them. Never anything good. Last we caught up with Trish, there was all sorts of shit happening. My stream got taken down. My whole fucking live stream was taken down. Because I had a little bit of a clip from SNL. SNL was not happy. They claimed the whole fucking thing. I got a like on, no, I actually have a what is it called? A boost peak advertising on my Tinder right now. So don't know what that means. All right. Anywho, last we were watching the SNL thing. We saw her big show, Trish Miss, the live experience. We watched her on stage horsing around, gallivanting, shaking the ground around her. And it was exciting. I know it's unfortunate. I haven't even gone back to the stream to see what was taken out, how much was taken out, but I'd imagine most of the SNL review was X-nayed, okay, from the stream. Aside from that, we are going to be catching up with everything that's been happening after that, even with the Trishy Land, okay? If you go to Twitter, and if you're ever interested, take your time. Go down to the Trishy Land page, okay? It's a community page, right? If you go here, there's all sorts of exciting new videos of Trisha. When she was doing her show, I had no idea Holly showed up. All right, so Trish sitting down heavy, sitting down hard. I guess Holly Madison showed up. Holly Madison made her stick-like appearance, looking like she ain't got nothing left in her. Looking real tired. And I can't get over this drench, this Addams Family thing-like hair unit that she has on her head. Trisha's covered with these strands. You know, look at all these danglers. This long wig is it's very disgusting to see. You know, all over this body. Well, awesome stuff. And this is just for the audience. As you can see, Holly came up here high off her fucking rockers. You know, still rubbing her teeth from all that Kiz Oak or methamphetamine. I'm not sure what Hollywood does. Wearing the same thing Gypsy Rose had, the thumb sleeve thing where you can stick your thumb through the sleeve. She's got a terrible red outfit on. Jesus. Okay. Well, okay. So this is actually bizarre. I have to see this whole thing. What the fuck is this? Look at Trisha. This is almost as if, like, you know, it's on, you know, Trisha winged it. So this is another one of her, you know, clips from the live show. And look at this guy. This guy could never be more excited. Sleeping with his eyes open. And, you know, Trisha's actually engulfed an entire person behind her. You know, I didn't know there was a human being until I saw that orange Chucky hair do a turn. Look at this. Oh, my God. Wow, this is all we need for SNL, right? You know, Trisha's been waiting her whole life. She comes out here looking nuts. This is nuts. You know, there are things that are unnecessary and unneeded to ever happen in the existence of time and space. This never needed to happen. This is actually a cluster fucking, like, you know, Trisha's just feeling herself too much. She comes up here with the guns, ready to shoot the audience. Look at these Trisha fingers, okay? Bigger than hell, you know, each of them the size of a tomato. Spread the word. But this contraption and everything she's wearing now, she actually put this new accessory, this helmet on. This looks nuts. Woo! Oh, and that's all we have. The energy Trisha has to pull off what we would call a modern jig. This is all she's got. We'll do it together. Me and Trish will do the show together. You know, as if she's some type of Janis Joplin. So what the fuck is it? Look at her contortions, her neck. Oh my God. You know, and this is when I would imagine somebody's at the top with a bag of Oreo O's, and they're just dripping them down into Trisha's mouth. And what do you do? How much did you get? Imagine that. This lady right here, the garbage person. I'm just kidding. I don't know who that is, but her job was literally to stand in the middle of the stage and doing a couple of these. All right. Oh, here's another one. Wow. You know, I'm afraid what's going to happen. I'm not scrolling. It's just going to the next video. It could be Trisha naked. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, so let's get out of there. So that was just some more behind the scenes, or actually, people at the show filming and, capturing their favorite influencer forever. So that was the whole outfit. Everything's skin tight, everything's see-through. So, really disgusting stuff. Let's move on to her Instagram. It's been a while since we hopped on to Trisha's Instagram. See what she's been up to, what kind of like crap she's been posting. Somebody else actually posted this too. Trisha's got a brand new watch. And she's flexing it right here. Trisha's back up. Trisha got herself a rock.
On my head, so you tell me that's how you plan. I can't even talk about that, but you know the plan.
A lot of black hair. So here's Trisha's massive, piece of meat. Look at these knuckles, nowhere in sight. Buried in, a lot of sludge, a lot of fluff. So she got herself a Cartier Grandma edition. It's a very AB-like watch. AB from H3. Got himself a Cartier, a ladies Cartier. It's not a good look. Okay, and every time I see it, I want to strip it, take his hand, lop his hand off, allegedly. So Trisha posted this with what we would call a god-awful amount of battery on your phone. Where'd it go? Jesus. Let's go to her stories. Now I'm excited. What the fuck? For a second, I thought it was Trish. Trish completely stripped of all her look. No makeup allowed. So here's like pretty much the same person, as Trisha Paytas, same look, same size, same capacity, showing off her oversized new fit. Trisha's hoodie finally came in about 2 months after it was released. And she's still sharing people's stories and, regarding her crap she sold. Look at the back of her shitty hoodie. I mean, you can't even make this up. This is bullshit. Infected Mushroom, how much do you actually think the price of this hoodie cost, if you're still here watching? What do you assume that Trisha's paying per hoodie, and compared to the markup she's doing for this crap? It's ridiculous. I mean, this is worse than something you'd get down at the old county fair. So she made it to 10. Celebrations all around. Trisha paid for her final numbers to hit that beautiful even number 10 million followers on TikTok. Look at her. She's really been feeling herself ever since all this new hype with her. Some people are disgusted, despise, the fact that SNL would platform such a piece of shit. In my mind, I'm not shocked. Bad guys always win, right? That's just how the world works. We would not have shit unless there was greedy people out here doing greedy things. And, I'm not surprised she was on SNL. But I am surprised by the fact that, what am I trying to say? I'm not surprised that she was on SNL, but I actually kind of am enjoying this extra glow up of Trish. Because now she's looking more terrible than ever. Everything she'll post, she'll be thinking that she's some type of queen, and we get to sit here and watch en masse. Trisha looking foolish on a bigger scale audience. So I do kind of I hate it. I hate the fact that Trisha's where she's at in her career and good things are happening. But I this type of shit, this type of height, this height that she's gotten in her popularity recently is on unstable ground. So we're actually watching her, living her best dream. And whenever it ends, things are not going to be well. There will be a meltdown. This won't last long. Trisha's only, she has what we would call a time limit. And when her time's up, it's time for her to go back to 30,000 views and paying for Instagram likes and TikTok fucking views. Don't get it twisted. A lot of this stuff, a lot of this shit Trisha posts, stuff like this is all schemes and scams paid for. You're telling me that Trisha Paytas has 10 million legitimate followers? I don't buy it. Not for 1 second. So let's go to her new interview. Trisha did her podcast with BOWEN Yang. BOWEN Yang being is this the guy that, took Shane Gillis's gig. Okay. Yes, that's actually a good example. Cool said in the comments right now that Trisha Paytas' rise is similar to the rise of Tony Hinchcliffe. We watched Tony Hinchcliffe, comedian Tony Hinchcliffe of Kill Tony, the Lobster, take himself, do this big speech, for the president and get a lot of backlash. And, people like that, they're not meant to stick around. They don't have the heart. They don't have the power. They're actually, pathetic in general.
Auditioned.
And the fact that they get famous as fuck is beyond me, but it is the people around them kind of lifting them up. So it is very similar to Tony Hinchcliffe, Trisha's,
around the same time.
Magic stardom recently.
And then it was a really crazy time in the French because I got it and he didn't.
All right, so I have no idea what's going on. Trisha is on location. She's not at her set. Bowen Yang couldn't be bothered to take his ass down to L.A. Go to Trisha's house. See what's going on in there. Explore and examine the smell of Trisha's basement. She's doing her podcast in one of these green rooms. This is very similar to the green room we watched Stavros in.
Year left, and then it's like, okay, bye.
Not too long ago. This is the same set.
Frustrated, unsuccessful.
Wow. Okay, so folks, you always wonder, like with these shows online, these podcasts, you always sit there and you're like, do you think these people that do these shows, these celebrities, the comedians, okay, the modern day philosophers, as they like to think themselves of, do you think with their podcast or their show they do, how often are they actually partaking in the aesthetic of the set behind them and building something to kind of like sit behind you to illuminate you in front of the camera? Trisha's sitting in this podcast room, this green room that looks a lot like, I don't know, Stavros Halitosis' latest appearance on some fat guy's podcast. Look at this right here. Let me go to my videos. Let me pull this up. And trust me, I'm not going crazy anymore because of the same fucking room. So Trisha Paytas is sitting not in the same not sitting in the same chair as legends like Stavros. She's actually on the opposite side. But this is bizarre. I mean, this is literally the same fucking set.
SNL, I'm like going on to do movies.
No.
Do you think you'll stay for a while? Are you in part 2?
And I couldn't partake in walking into a room that ain't me. I'd have to, if I was to go on a show, which will never happen. This is all for fun. I'm never meant to actually do anything, in the world of pop culture.
I'm in part 2.
But I would never go to somebody's show and be like, "Yo, man, did you build this?" I'd walk out if they said they didn't.
I'm in part 2.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, I'm kind of gagged.
There's one video of me and Ari trying to do a TikTok dance and it's just failing miserably.
Is it out there?
This is a gag. Okay, this is.
All right, so this guy from SNL, somebody that is in front of the camera is sitting here, has no idea about mic etiquette.
Is it out?
Or whether to realize that they're, it's time to talk. Look at him over here mumbling.
This is a gag. Okay, this is doing trying to.
Oh my god, wait, I'm kind of gagged.
There's one video of me and Ari trying to do a TikTok dance and it's just failing miserably.
Is it out?
I don't know what you're saying. You're mumbling, bitch.
This is a gag. Okay, this is breaking news.
Love it.
This is a Just Trish exclusive.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's move on. This is the guy that actually is responsible for the crime. Putting this on, Saturday Night Live. Trisha coming in looking like a fucking mech. Looking completely cybernetic. All this goo, all this funk all over her face. She's coated heavy. Shadowed up, all this bronzer, all this bullshit. She's looking wretched on the show.
1 a.m. last night.
And she can't hide it either. I like this side of Trish.
Then there was an after party till...
It's a far more disturbing look. This isn't even the same fucking person.
Well, I stayed till 5 a.m. Maybe people stayed later.
And I also heard that Trisha wouldn't leave. Trisha went to the after party, SNL after party. She wouldn't leave. They had to call the fucking cops. All right, Trish, we know the story. She wouldn't leave the after party. She was so excited to finally be around people of notoriety in the world that, she wanted the party to continue forever.
Literally so booked and busy, and he is still making time to come to the podcast today to do a full recap of SNL.
And she's still on her pink cloud. This is the night after.
SNL debut.
Trisha's still high off that fucking popularity.
What, wicked?
Standing in front of the fucking camera, she did it I think she said 1 or 2 words on SNL.
Well,
and she's flying high off of this, this feeling, okay?
So many things. I instantly became besties with Bowen Yang. I love him so much. But before we get into that, thank you to the sponsors of today's video. Aura Frames, DraftKings Casino, and Manscaped. I just did some excellent ad reads. Go ahead and skip 20 minutes, 40 minutes in if you guys really want to hear those ad reads because they're pretty amazing. We have the Christmas hoodies in. The Trish Live hoodies are now being sold online at justtrish.com. Just because it's like hard to physically bring all of them to the show in Thousand Oaks. So if you want to wear
Trisha looking heavy right now. She's looking weighted down with all this hoodie.
Your hoodie.
Trisha's the only person I think in this world that actually has her own size.
Sponsors of today's
size you've never heard of.
Video. Aura Frames, DraftKings Casino, and Manscaped. I just did some excellent ad reads. Go ahead and...
And Trisha looks a little intoxicated. I don't know, 1 to 10. How many people think Trisha partaked in some of that SNL pill action? All that Hollywood, or all them Hollywood people out here, they're hooked on that Adderall, that Vyvanse. Trisha could have been handed a pill before her cameo.
Skip 20 minutes, 40 minutes in if you guys really want to hear those ad reads because they're pretty amazing. We have the Christmas hoodies in. The Trish Live hoodies are now being sold online at justtrish.com.
So let's check them out. I can't remember the price, what Trisha's, bottom line was on the hoodie. Let's check and see the price on Trisha's new hoodies. Now, they're probably not available at all. No fucking way. 10 for sure. Okay, so let's go. Let's just check for a second. What is it? Just Trish merch. Just Trish podcast. Now I got to find her merch table. Or whatever she's using. All right, here's Trisha's store. I got to wait 1 second. My whole name is about to pop up in the center of the screen, okay? Because my Google always wants to be like, hey, is this you? Yeah, it's me. I'm on this website. So every time I go to Trisha's her merchandise site, I'm always like blown away by how terrible it is. This is Trisha Paytas of YouTube fame, sitting here wearing her merch. Wrong thing. Wearing her merch, showing it off, telling you to run to her store. If you were an older person that had what we would call a problem seeing, you'd have no idea this is here. First time I went on this website, you'd think in the center of this screen, you'd be like, oh, I see it. I can barely see the shop now sign. Barely visible, but here it is. It says everything you can get. You can get an entire sock for your small tree or big tree. Sometimes your trees get cold. You ever heard of a coat for a tree? Okay. So Trisha's, heading into the, agricultural, what am I trying to say? She's trying to get all into the agriculture, with such plant, wear right here. So these are huge. These socks are nuts. How big do they go? The size is, I guess, one size, which means if it fits Trish, it ain't fitting you. So those are a waste of money. $15 for socks. Her hoodie right here, $89. You got to be kidding me. Trisha's trying to sell this dog shit oversized Trishmas Live hoodie. So Trisha did a hoodie not too long ago. Literally the same thing, except this time I'm assuming there are letters on it that resemble the word live. So Trisha just copy and pasted her original hoodie. Did barely any work at all to, creatively, to put out a decent product for her audience. Imagine having people that really like you, like really enjoy your content. They're like, I'm going to make merch for you. And they get so far into their scams and schemes, they don't even question the quality of the fucking thing touching the skin. So this is what you get. You get all this Christmas holographic crap that washes off after about 3 or 4 cycles in the machine. I can't imagine this text is going to stay on. This looks cheap. This looks like Jersey Shore boardwalk crap. All right, so let's move on. It goes all the way up to 4X. You know, Trisha's size. Now, I'd imagine there should be another size here. And it would just be the letter T, you know, for Big Mama T. All right, let's go back to her podcast. Real dark.
Just
you know, we're using different cameras. We're at a whole new studio. This is one of these makeshift podcast studios that anybody could hop into, and you're like, wow, it looks professional.
Because it's like hard.
You know, me, I'm fascinated with the corner setup. I do like that this set, or this podcast set, is pretty much all the way up on the corner of this room.
Basically bring all of them to the show in Thousand Oaks. So if you want to wear your hoodie to the Thousand Oaks show, you can order now. My mom and sister are getting them out very quick. They ship the same day, if not the next day.
Wow, very quick. You know, I don't know if anybody's bought it as a goof. Look, the guest isn't even here. I like this. I like this version of Trish alone.
But I think all in all, they're just going to stay back for this week, do my show at the Beacon, have so much.
But her face, I don't know if it was, is there a problem going on here, ladies? We've always seen Trisha from the front. We've seen her from the side also, but it was only through like her own videos and her own lenses. She's looking so expanded, so inflated with all sorts of filler. It's unreal. She's looking swollen. Her entire face, this is after SNL. You know, Trisha didn't want one wrinkle to pop up, but little did she know, the next day, she looks like she's just, like, been hit in the fucking face by a goddamn car. Her whole shit's swollen.
To get ready for the Thousand Oaks show. So, Trish's Live has been absolutely crazy.
Or are we actually seeing what Trisha really looks like? Yes, Julie Belladol says she looks unfiltered.
Yeah, we had our first show in San Diego on December 5th at the San Diego Civic Theater. And that show, you know, we had about 75 to 80% capacity like the day before. The show happens to day of the show and like, oh, you sold out. And I was like, there's no way.
Well, and Trisha's lying right now. Everybody does it. You know, I'm pretty sure Ethan Klein of Ethan and Company. Klein and Company, they probably literally gave away the last few tickets at their Greek show that they did.
No way.
You know, to sell that out's tough. Trisha's saying that, you know, she was at 75% to 80% capacity. There were still tickets to be sold. It wasn't sold out.
Sold out show.
And all of a sudden, Trisha's like, I don't know how it happened, but it got sold out.
Show happens to day of the show and like, oh, you sold out. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
And there is no way.
Show. You guys sold it out the day of. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, it was.
And like, you know, it's too easy to say that. I could sit here and be like, listen, I got millions in the bank. Do you even know? Do you really even know?
Like,
there's no chance Trisha sold out this shit show. For sure, she gave away the remaining seats or just had it at that capacity.
So surreal.
You know, I don't know how many people were flying drones around. You know, there should have been anywhere those drones should have been. They should have been above Trisha's experience.
Oh, later,
okay,
Bobby.
Looking down at that audience, I need a better look at Trisha's audience.
It was the highlight of my whole year. It felt so crazy because once again, I talked about this on stage too, but like doing a show where it's just me and my Christmas songs, which aren't like super popular, but people were so into it. And also, you know, I'm not part of like this like bigger friend group at the moment, right? When I was on tour before, I always had like someone that was in a big friend group where it's like you would think the shows would like sell out really big, and it just didn't happen. This is my most successful and biggest selling shows and biggest capacity shows, and it's really just,
you know, and the excitement's unreal. You know, Trisha's like fucking fuming with you know, the pure joy and ecstasy of just being on TV last night.
And I'm so thankful. And it was,
and also like, you know, getting this show together alone. You know, she's saying when she used to do it before, she used to have extra help. This time she did it with her own bare hands.
So emotional.
Yeah, right.
And everybody there just
and she robbed her entire audience. Everybody got tricked because it was Trish. You know, Trisha could have just sold out, done the same amount of ticket sales if she was just gonna get on the stage and take a shit in the middle of the fucking stage. All right.
Dinner tonight, just the family.
All right, and
I don't know.
It would have had the same results. But what we've seen from her live show is a slap in the face to her audience. It's a very exhausted, extremely stuffed Trisha Paytas to the brim. pizzas, whatever. Before the show, she demolished.
Energy was.
But she gave them, a terrible, terrible live show. From what we've seen, low energy Trisha about to fall asleep. Doing disgusting things, sitting on Moses, squishing Moses.
And I cannot wait for the show tonight in New York. Beacon Theater. Everyone keeps telling me, like, that's such a big deal. It's like sold out, and I don't know if I fully grasp it. And I don't know if I want to necessarily fully grasp it. It's like doing Saturday Night Live last night, which again we'll talk about when BOWEN gets here. But
All right, so let's get to the part when BOWEN gets here.
And I'm so thankful. We did the San Diego show.
Oh wow, we have about 10 minutes of just Trish.
The day of the.
And this is actually what the show should be. When I have the Nate show, it's the name of me, my own name, and it's just me. If it's just Trisha, it's literally just Trish.
San Diego show.
So she's just laughing at her audience. She's like, you fucking idiots. There's 2 fucking people here.
I get the DM from BOWEN that says
it ain't just me.
SNL sketch. Wrote me into an SNL sketch, which was crazy. I didn't believe it. And then I was like, oh my God, do I book a flight? Because I am in LA. And even if I left at the first flight, which I did, was 7 a.m., that means getting here at 3:30 p.m. There was rehearsals at 5 p.m. And there was so much traffic right now in the city, especially near 30 Rock. There's the big Rockefeller tree.
And I'm assuming we will be getting pictures. Trisha went to the Big Apple. So hundreds and thousands of pictures were probably taken. Some that are probably never going to see the light of day. I can't imagine the activities Trisha got into after being on SNL.
It's closed off.
I don't know if New York's the city that never sleeps, but it don't never sleep. So I don't know, she was all alone. She was alone. Moses back at the damn house taking care of Elvis. And Trisha's out here prancing around the city of
New York.
So she was probably out on the prowl, unfaithful, cheating on Moses, getting a little bit too close to BOWEN Yang.
Off, streets are closed off. There's I TikTok some of it. I'm running through the streets. It's chaos. It's chaos in the city. It's wild. I love New York. I've been feeling a calling to it, and now it's there's 3 big things happening in New York. SNL was a surprise. It was last minute. I was already supposed to be here for Beacon, and then the 3rd will be announced tonight or tomorrow. And it's just it is magical. It's wonderful. And I have been having the absolute time of my life, but I got the call, and so I had to.
And the way that Trisha looks, come on, folks. She has the what would they call it? The attributes of somebody that cannot believe it happened.
Literally.
She actually cannot believe that this happened. Her reaction to this, her facial features, her talking about it. The way she looks after talking about it, especially, being on Saturday Night Live, she actually, kind of lets out a look that almost seems like she can't believe it happened, which most people would say that. But I think Trisha can't believe it happened because it's a scheme.
I got the call, and so I had to.
I don't think Trisha Paytas, we all know for a fact, everything is a little bit suspicious, along her TikTok, the numbers for the podcast, and, so on and so forth. I've sat here, I've talked about it, suspicions of paying for views.
Literally go.
But I truly believe that, if Trisha being Trisha Paytas, I wouldn't be shocked if she's, actually, financed the fluffing of her channel so much that she is starting to get fake fame.
Go straight from San Diego. I didn't have any.
Wouldn't that be amazing? We find out Trisha paid for everything, and all these people are tricked. Nobody's actually watching, and she walked up on SNL.
For New York. I still don't have any clothes. I have this one hoodie, this pink hoodie, and then I think I bought maybe 10 sweatshirts from the NBC shop. I have all this SNL hoodies now because I just needed some clean clothes. But I am getting stuff overnighted thanks to my mom and Moses. So I'll have my meet and greet dress.
Meet and greet for sure. J-Pop says she looks like she's pushing 330 pounds. She's looking big. She's looking bigger than ever.
Dress I ended up wearing on SNL.
When you're wearing a hoodie, but not really wearing it, the bottom of the hoodie starts to kind of look like the top. Trisha has this thing so zipped open, and that's the only way it will fit. You think this fucking hoodie's oversized? It's not enough. So she's, she wears the clothes that don't fit in this type of fashion, where she just kind of like drenches it over her shoulder, because she can't get it all the way up.
A version of my meet and greet dress. I have 4 of these dresses made. So the gold one I wore in San Diego for the meet and greet, and then I have the green one planned for New York, and I have the red one planned for Thousand Oaks. And the pink one was planned for my Hot Topics after all the shows. And it was actually designed after Ariana Grande's opening monologue on
and Ariana Grande's like, come on, you fat ass bitch. I mean, can you just do something on your own? Trisha's like coming in, replica pieces, everything that she does in life, especially cameo-wise or show-wise. It seems like she's got caught up with this dressing up and costume aesthetic.
SNL.
To cosplay as somebody in pop culture.
And
and Ariana Grande being like one of Trisha's biggest victims.
And had no idea I was going to be on SNL, and I just loved the dress so much. Obviously, the designer does not make it in my size, so I just had something similar made just for the podcast because I loved it. I thought she looked so cute in it. And then when I got called within like 48 hours to be on Saturday Night Live, I had my sister, thank God she was in LA, overnight that dress. And then a designer here in New York, Gareth Sparrow, who did my Wicked premiere dress, made the closing number in the pink sequins. And those.
So here she is sitting next to, I don't know what the fuck. This is the guy. He has some famous country song, and he has very intense dreads.
All the outfits I have. So I found a.
J-Pop says, honestly, she looked perpetually pregnant since she gave birth to Elvis. Yeah. So here's Trisha stunned. Mouth agape. We looked at this picture, I think, last time we streamed. Trisha staring in front of the crowd, waving at the couple of people sitting in there. I don't know how many people are actually in this fake audience for SNL. But, she couldn't be happier with that scam smile. So let's move on to when, yours truly, Bowen Yang shows up.
But the biggest one, New York, we sold it out in 25 minutes. So I can't even imagine. We have a lot of guests on the list and a lot of new guests coming. And I know it's going to be absolutely chaotic. So I'll have a good 24 hours to rest in between, and I will be good. And I get pumped for my own shows. I love it. And just.
Well, you look like you are. I mean, Trisha's pumped more than ever. Pumped, filled to the brim with whatever you could fucking, put inside her. Oh my God, I just, folks, what the fuck? Shit! All right, never mind. We are having problems.
The overall energy.
With the monitor over here.
And vibes are wonderful. I guess the moral of this is, get that insurance on those airline tickets. That's kind of a scam too, because you pay like $100 and then you might not cancel, but I don't know. At least they gave me credits. We have up until 6.
All right, so bitchin'. Trishan's be over here bitching. She's over here complaining about airline fees. So, it's not a shocker. I see it all the time with Ethan Klein. Of Klein and Company, you watch the show sometimes, he starts to complain about the price of certain things. And I always enjoy people that literally could fucking spend $1,000 a day and still be okay. Complain about the price.
Months on American Airlines.
Of anything.
The best. All right, you guys. Well, coming up, we have Mr. SNL himself. The reason I was on it, just my absolute crush. I just love him in every single way. Just the it boy, the star in my eyes. The minute I saw him, I was like, oh, we connected instantly. I cannot wait for him to come and join the conversation and just... You'll see how wonderful he is, how deep he is, how beautiful he is. Coming up next, we have guest, friend of the podcast, and now my new bestie, BOWEN. Yeah.
Oh my God. So here's BOWEN. Yay. Trisha's coming in with that fake ass fucking amped up energy.
Here.
Long time no see. We literally just saw each other, what, like 4
So he is like the Chinese Oscar to me. This is Oscar as fuck.
hours ago.
Yeah. Literally.
Probably could take, Oscar's job. I don't know if this guy, wants to get out of sight on SNL. I don't think,
Party at SNL.
This guy realizes what he's partaking in. Does Bowen Yang, him being Lord of the Cancel, does he have any idea who he's working with and who he teamed up with and pushed up on a pedestal?
Or the belle of the ball.
You know, does Bowen Yang, does he have any idea that Trisha Paytas posts her children's feet on her Instagram stories all the time?
I need to say my sorries in
Okay.
private.
You know, this guy's sitting here clueless. He looks like he has the face of somebody that's been paid off.
Do you feel that way?
You know what? I felt
Very fake friend activity right now, I'm feeling. Trisha's sitting here full aardvark or hippopotamus. You know, lower jaw. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, you can't even make that fuck up.
very loved. That was the most hype I've ever gotten in my entire life. It was very odd and very surreal.
Ever? Well, I guess it's like
Ever.
the most, it's spatially, it's like the most people in one.
Lava said recently, or she recently just said that she had a deep love for Bowen. Just because he got rid of her on SNL. So fake.
Room who are there to like celebrate something else, which is the occasion is like, oh, it's the SNL after party. We just did a show. But then like, I think people were just gagged that you were there. Like everybody from like the guests who came in the audience who like ended up at the party to like the staff at the show.
It's crazy.
Were they,
And this guy's pathetic. I mean, you can't even, you know, this is a very, you know who this reminds me of? You know, this is McLovin to me. You know, they have the same stupid fucking
they were
face.
just like, so I had people thank me. They were like, thank you for bringing Trish to us. And I was like, first of
No problem. And this guy, just the way he looks like an evil guy. Can we trust Bowen Yang? Look at those dead eyes.
all,
You're telling me this motherfucker's a good person? Just like all his mannerisms are very spooky.
to like the staff at the show.
It's crazy.
Where they were just like, so I had people thank me. They were like, thank you for bringing Trish to us. And I was like, first of all, my honor of my life, and also it was Asha Ward's idea because we'd written the sketch called Spotify Rap.
Okay, so he's leaking secrets of who's involved, who partook in this crime.
Honor of my life, and also it was Asha Ward's idea because we'd written the sketch called Spotify Wrapped, and then there was a podcast beat in there, and then after it got picked, we were like, wait, this is the perfect opportunity to bring
Now this
Trish
is
back
way
because
better. This is 100 times better than her actual appearance on SNL. Trisha hasn't closed her mouth this entire time. Honking a fucking tune. Trisha's sitting here looking like the back of a semi. The muffler, the ass of the truck. Trisha's got her exhaust pipe open.
we've been talking about it on the show, and like we listen.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
What are the fake bullshit? Look at you. You be looking like shit right now.
Do you feel
God
like-
damn, girl. And this is bad. This place that filmed this show, they didn't give her any mercy. They didn't give him any either. He'd be looking like shit. Lowest quality cameras, crap production. And Trisha comes in here. This isn't the set that people remember. They had to bump this resolution up to 1080p, 1880, whatever. Fuck! They had to turn up to 1080p bitrate premium, which means nothing. It doesn't mean shit. I don't think it makes the resolution any better or anything at all.
And there was a podcast.
And they used their cameras at this fucking bullshit set that she did the show on. Trisha's looking nuts. She's looking worse than ever. The colors are terrible. There's nothing bright. There's nothing pink in sight. Except for this dog shit hoodie.
After it got picked,
I love it. This is the exact opposite of Trisha's fucking podcast. Imagine this. You think when Trisha started the show, she thought she'd end up in the old green?
we're like, wait.
Green is not a good color sitting behind Trish. It really illuminates her girth.
Perfect opportunity to bring Trish in because you've been talking about it on the show, and like,
look at that mouth.
This is the perfect opportunity to bring Trish in because you've been talking about it on the show, and like we listen.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Do you feel?
He knows. He's like, do you think you're safe right now? What if Bowen Yang got up and smacked
I feel like
her?
you're manifesting like all the goodness in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so negative and pessimistic like the majority of my life. Like I always was like,
Bowen Yang's a very Venom, fingernail polish type. You remember in the movie The Holes with Shia LaBeouf? I could see Bowen Yang dipping his fingers in some of that sweet, python venom.
I'm a loser.
Snake venom. Scratch, kill.
I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Like all this stuff. And like the minute I started like changing and being like, I could do that.
Wow, I should probably record that for what we would call Nate's soundbite. Let's do it. Trisha just released a brand new soundbite for the show where she actually tells the truth about herself. So let's see if we can record it. Here we go. Now we're going to be quiet for a second. This is what we call Hollywood magic, how it works, in the big. Here we go.
I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Like pessimistic, like the majority of my life. Like I always was like, I'm a loser. I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Like all this stuff. And like
we got that. We got that recorded. Oh, it's still going. Fuck. Bear with me. We're getting this new soundbite of Trisha telling the truth.
Pessimistic, like the majority of my life. Like I always. I'm a loser. I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm a loser. I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Like all this stuff. I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Like all.
Folks, we got it. Here's the soundbite. Soundbite of the year.
I'm a loser. I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Like all this stuff. And like the minute I started like changing and being like, I could do that. I could do this, and start talking and like speaking positively about myself and other things, it really did like change my whole life. Like it is crazy.
Well, because like if we find ourselves in like this feedback loop where like, where we say something like to get a reaction out of some people and that gets rewarded in some capacity.
I mean, I can't get over this guy is the same as Oscar Gracie. And also with Trish tonight, we do have a special treat. Oscar Gracie has released his first vlog.
Is this not kind of triggering?
So I don't know if I want to just go ahead and hop into this. I totally forgot about it.
I literally still have the.
I totally forgot about. His name should just be fucking Ross.
I'm a loser. I suck. I have no talent. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Like all this stuff. And like the
tag on that. Oh, that's not. Hey you guys, welcome to my first vlog. She's a vlogger.
All right, so this is Oscar's first vlog. Oscar's car too. Of course he would have a fucking. This is his first big purchase. Being part of Trisha's podcast network, the Trisha Network. I'm sure his first big bag, or a couple of them, he built up enough. Money to put a down payment on a Tesla.
Yep,
so Oscar's in a Tesla. This is brand new. Don't get it twisted. There's no chance Oscar wouldn't have this thing covered in ketchup and catsup and all the.
I just got to Trish.
Dookie everywhere, boogers.
Because it is Monday, which means it's a Just Trish day. So I am about to go head in and get ready to film. I'm excited. A little nervous today because my energy's a little.
Cool says he lives in that Tesla.
Blah today, but you know what? We're gonna fake it till.
And I could see Oscar. Oscar's the type of person that probably sleeps scary. Like you can walk into a room, Oscar's just standing there like Mr. Bean, completely asleep.
We make it because that is what being a diva is, So let's go get ready. Okay, so tell me how I spilled literally my Celsius.
So I've been waiting for this for a long time. Me and him to match and clink glasses. I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but me and Oscar sporting the same fucking drink. Look at that. Okay.
On the one, what?
And Oscar's wrist, Oscar's everything be looking like trap. Fuck, I can't even talk. Crap. Look at his phone. What kind of fucking phone is that? I've never in my life. Looking like a small ass dick. Look at this. Couple of nards. Little piece right here. Nice. So it is an iPod. He's hiding the fact it's an SE. Oscar's iPod SE. Look at his arms, man. And this is what I've been waiting for, his vlog. He actually releases more footage than anybody ever actually needed of him. We get to actually see his complete comb over. So if you're not aware with Oscar, or if you're not familiar with who he is, this is Trisha Paytas' co-star to her Just Trisha podcast. And every time he hops on the show, he has a different face. He has a different look. Sometimes he's his normal overweight self. And other times he comes in with that strong face because of the filler. But one thing that doesn't change is his shitty hair. He has no idea what to do with what he's got going on up here. Now, his hairline has actually kind of like ran for the hills. I think it's actually kind of retreated to real far back on his head. So he did what most people do that are trying to hide a secret. They grow their shit out so they can do the comb over.
I spilled literally my Celsius.
So he's wearing a filthy, dirty Tommy Jean shirt. You know, Tommy Hilfiger. I think he's a predator, right?
Get ready. Okay, so tell me how I spilled literally my Celsius on the one.
But he's filming inside Trisha's her dressing room.
What?
So I would only imagine he's got keys to the estate. Do you think Oscar's been given a key to the palace, Trisha's house?
That's my shirt.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Chelsea says Trisha needs to give him a makeover. He looks like a PDF, LOL. But Lava says she probably charged him for letting him vlog in her house. I think she makes an appearance, too. We do see behind the scenes of the podcast studio, so get excited.
Girl, it is that kind of day.
And Oscar's wearing a disgusting stained shirt. He kind of mentioned it. He made up a lie that he spilled something on his shit. I just think Oscar, can't afford to do the laundry in L.A.
Like, okay, no one's going to notice. It's, if I roll up my sleeve, maybe it'll cover it up. No.
But he's also trying to show off his little bit of gains. Oscar's got himself a couple muscles these days. He's on Ozempic. He's going to the gym. He's doing very disturbing things. But he's looking terrible.
Okay, my dumb ass, maybe I have something in my trunk.
What is that? Drugs? Look at his fucking trunk.
I can wear it instead, because I have a...
You're right, he is living in his car. Oscar's trunk is stuffed with his entire lifehood. His belongings. Oscar's got some type of weird-ass sex toy over here. This could be anything. This could be anything.
In here, got my Halloween costume.
Wow, look at this. What is this? A dildo?
Another Halloween costume. Oh my god, my other...
Wow, in Oscar's car, his trunk stuffed to the brim. It's not a shocker. I knew it. He hides his mess in the trunk. A lot of people do that. They think they can hide their problems in a different room.
Shirt in here. My Chapel PR bag. Is there anything I can wear?
What the fuck is this? I wouldn't be surprised if Oscar's the type of person that catches a tan like this.
No, there's no shirt in here. Ugh. Oh my god, there's nothing. Okay, well, as a diva, I am definitely down, but not out. That's so
all right.
bad.
So Oscar had nothing to wear. Oscar literally showed up to Trisha's house with nothing on. Nothing that, is something that you could, be a good example wearing. He's got homeless shit, stains. This is the only good shirt Oscar had in his trunk to step into Trisha's house in. And it's got piss all over it. Oscar's trying to hide a problem. Oscar had a piss night, and he cleaned it up with the shirt.
It's a make it work moment. Okay, we're gonna make this work. I'm gonna do my makeup and then figure out the stain after. We gotta go. Okay, you guys, we managed. We have the jersey here. We are in Just Trish Studios. Trisha's here.
Wow, look at Trish just fucking waking up.
Hello. Oh my god, I can't believe.
Oh my god, where's your head? What is that? Oh! Wow, that's nuts. Trish has no brows, no way, no how. Trisha's eyebrows completely disintegrated from her fucking fat. And she's looking wretched right now. She's looking nothing but forehead.
No, you've retired from vlogging, so I'm like, let me pick up the mantle.
I think everyone has retired from vlogging.
It's not fucking funny. We're waiting, Trisha. We know you're going to do it. You will put out a new video. Brand new vlog, and we're going to zoom in. And now you're in trouble. This is just as good as Trisha's vlogs. This is almost better. I've been waiting, Oscar.
Now.
Just you and Remy.
Oh, look, there's Trisha's cameras. I'm curious what she's working with. It's got a viewfinder. Canon?
The vlogging is making a comeback. It really is.
Oh my god. I fucking knew it. They're using Canon cameras, aka cheap fake crap.
Vlogmas now.
Just you and Remy.
And Adam McIntyre's also vlogging.
Oh, really?
Yes, the girls are vlogging again.
Yeah, he's been doing it. Oscar sitting behind the fucking, everything that's relevant, miles and miles away. He's over here mentioning that Adam McIntyre's vlogging. Bitch, please. He's been doing it for a while. Wake up. Wake up.
As this cat vlogging is making a comeback.
I love that for you. That's so funny.
I do. It did make me miss your vlogging era, though. I realized, like, talking to yourself is a skill, and I definitely have it. I definitely miss your vlogging era, though. I realized, like, talking to yourself is...
Wow, talking to yourself is a very bizarre form of, trying to do something. Yes, it is.
And I definitely have it. I definitely have
You're
it, and
good.
you have it too.
Yeah, I feel. Oh no! First time vlogging, I hate it. I don't miss it.
But you're so good.
Wow, there you go, audience. She told her audience, too, that she was going to demolish her channel. She didn't do it. She got fucking scared. Trish got scared out of her fucking mind. Her audience did not like that in the comment section when she was contemplating on getting rid of years and years of what made her her. Now, Trisha's, squid-like tentacle fingers are sitting over here looking fucking nuts. Look at the size of those. Oh, my God.
No, it's always
I would be so scared, too. Like, imagine talking to Trish and she's got that hand raised
awkward.
up.
Like, now it's not because we're...
You know, that's why Moses is back here fucking hiding. He knows violence could happen immediately.
filming, but I feel like in real life, it's just like, when's the right time to pull it out, you know?
That is true.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to vlog in front of my boyfriend, so I started my vlog in the car. So
Yeah, because you ain't got one. We're going to go in Oscar's house. His fucking boyfriend is made of bubble gum.
like, I didn't want to start...
Like Helga Pataki level of fucking weird. It's like, hey, Trisha, I made a sculpture of you with your own hair.
in an apartment and have him...
You know, that's what Oscar gives off. Spookier than hell.
So I was like... I know, that's true.
He's gonna be like the thing that brings it in because it's like the boyfriend reveal.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think it's gonna be so good. Well, I'm glad we have our matching outfits today.
I know, it really is.
Oh, that concern in her eye. Look at her eyes. She doesn't like this one bit. Look how nervous he is, too.
We're holding...
It's a big fucking, it takes a lot of gumption, a lot of balls, cojones, to come into Trisha's place of work and just pull your camera out without her touching it and, affecting some of the look and, filtration of what he's using. Oscar is probably borrowing one of her garbage cameras that is all set up so Trisha doesn't look beyond monstrous, okay? It's disgusting.
Defying gravity. I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait to get into it.
I loved your story yesterday. I was like,
Look at her. She's standing right where the light shines, trying to get the best glow. It's not helping out. It's making you look.
Love this so
We are
much.
holding space. Oh my god.
I can see it. Actually.
All right, you guys, we're about to...
Oh my God, look how far. Now we can see Trisha's hairline from the
I
side.
can see it.
Oh, it's way back. Look at that. Benjamin Franklin hairline, presidential lineup. Ha! Not into it.
All right, you guys, we're about to start filming. You've already seen the episode, so hopefully...
Chelsea says Oscar's boyfriend definitely made of silicone and Trisha's old wigs.
They went well.
Spread the word. Here's his house.
A minute. I have to be kind of quiet because Darian is sleeping.
Wow, you don't look like you've had a good evening. Look at Oscar's face. Does he look like he had a good night with his boyfriend? Seems like one of them crying nights.
Still, but it is Black Friday now, so if you're doing the math on that, that means I haven't vlogged from Tuesday through Thursday. That is correct, but I have a good explanation. After
Wow. And it's probably one of those scary explanations. Oscar woke up in a location he wasn't familiar.
we filmed on Monday. Oh, okay. I got really, really sick after, and I thought it was just food poisoning, but when I got home...
Oh, what is this? Everybody and every person in the entire world always wants to take on the responsibility of a cat. I just hope you're taking care of the kitty.
Home, I got violently ill, and then I realized that I actually had a stomach virus, so I've been pretty much out of commission, but skinny on the plus side. Not even really that much of a plus. It was really depressing.
So I think Oscar's going through it right now. This is the first time he's actually went without having about 5 or 6 dinners throughout the night. And it's really becoming bizarre to him. Look at him. He's blown away. He can't even... He's speechless. Since he's been on that Ozempic, he's not, having his fucking 7 or 8 eggs in the morning. He's really, starting to lose weight. And it's making him fucking feel weird. He looks like he's almost scared in this video.
A little bit, but also like couldn't like be with my family or anything because I'm sick, and also.
And he's got these dark circles, probably double black eyes. He went home, his boyfriend hit him with the 2.
My mom is going through chemo right now, so like her immune system is like really weak. So if I'm a little bit sick, I obviously have to like be away from her. It's been a rough start to the vlogging career. It's not giving like Alicia Marie. It's not giving Remy Ashton. I wish it was like just cutesy, girly, rich, glamour, luxury. No, it's gonna be that's being a little downtrodden, but. You know, we're still here. We're still kicking, and that's really all that matters. I got a little mounts and lights.
All right, Oscar, shut the fuck up. What else? Oh, he goes to Target? No way.
There's no hiding it. That is what I'm there for, so might as well. It was a sign from God just to, represent for the Swifties, because representation matters, even for Swifties. Here's hoping I'm able to get it. I was not going to be able to get that vinyl, but...
Oh, wow. So Oscar, Black Friday, partaking, looks like, sitting outside with a bunch of hoodlums, thieves. I consider people lining up to a store up to no good. Thirsty for a good steal. So I'm assuming this is Black Friday night. Oscar down at Old Target, looking for a steal. Yeah, right.
I was scared. I was not going to be able to get that.
Maybe what if Oscar got knifed? Okay, that's a lie. Okay, this stuff is disturbing. Nighttime lineups.
But the doors open and I stormed in. It felt like the good old traditional Black Friday.
So Oscar went ahead and just ran through people. He's only about a foot tall, so he's running through between people's legs. First to get this crisp Taylor Swift album.
I was scared. I was not.
Look what he acquired at Black Friday.
That vinyl, but the doors open.
Well, there it is, Taylor Swift.
I stormed in. It felt like the good old.
Look at these shoes.
Old traditional Black Fridays when people were fighting for like a Wii or something.
Is that what you're wearing? Look at what Oscar's wearing. What are these Sperry's or some type of bullshit Doc Boy shoe? Hate it.
So this footage looks like found footage from like a zombie apocalypse or some kind of dystopian society, but it's just me at Target.
Yeah, it's just you just filming useless. Why would you film people's feet? This is very Trisha coded. Trisha Paytas is very obsessed with filming her fat feet along with her daughters. And I think Oscar has a fancy for others' feet too.
Like a zombie apocalypse or some kind of dystopian society, but it's just me at Target fighting for a book and a vinyl. But nevertheless, I ended up on top. I got...
Looks like he's in a real shitty one too, probably one in the ghetto. Oscar's walking on messy Target floors. You can tell how well and how maintained and nice a Target is by its floor.
For me, and one for my little cousin for Christmas. I hope.
Oh, they are Hey Dudes. He's got Hey Dudes on. Oscar's wearing the shoes called Hey Dudes. They're pathetic.
Maddie, if you're watching this, turn it off right now because your Christmas surprise just got ruined, bitch.
Oh, wow. Okay, so his made-up imaginary friend, Maddie.
Then I was...
the same name as my sister, doxed. Okay,
I'm expecting. I have literally been to this Target since Fearless.
So we did a little bit of Christmas shopping. Now, Oscar's list is probably very scary. It's probably about 3 or 4 names on it for sure. And, I would assume Trisha just told Oscar this year, I'm just going to keep your check for Christmas.
It's like the first Fearless, and I've gotten the CD like the day it comes out, like no problem. But my God, Taylor really has her hands around everyone's throats around here all of a sudden because the line was kind of crazy. I wasn't too nervous about the book because I knew the book was going to be really stocked, but the vinyl I was nervous about just because the initial stock was going to be
nervous about the vinyl. Where else do we go? So Oscar does and tries to be Trisha Paytas, sitting in the car talking about nothing.
Can't wait to see what the hell.
Not eating a lick of food. Oscar hasn't eaten in a couple days. He looks like he's completely listless. This entire document or this vlog.
I forgot that Trisha and I were going to film a movie mukbang today. Oh my God, jeez.
Well, and when cats do stuff like that, they're starving to death. So I don't know if Oscar's torturing the cat on purpose, smiling with that demonic smile. That small little set of lips, little mouth, little face. That evil, sinister smile, while you can hear his cat screaming for food.
Cheese is being loud as hell today. I forgot that Trisha and I were going to film a movie mukbang today. Oh my God, jeez.
You know, listen to that. That cat is suffering. Empty stomach.
It's being loud as hell today.
Allegedly.
Anyway, what is it? So, anyway, I had to meet.
Wow, you know, like the worst people in the world always have the coolest looking cats. You know, it really affects my mood sometimes when, you know, I see a shitty person having something cool.
At the movie theater to.
I mean, if I had this cat, I'd see how far he can fly.
Eats a lot.
Just kidding, all right?
Movie theater food.
I would like to have this color. I like to call it a colorway. I don't know what kind of cat this is. To me, this is a fucking cow.
Although it was kind of a skinnier mukbang than usual because I haven't had much of an appetite after being sick. Scheduling a movie theater mukbang at a mall on Black Friday was quite a choice. Oh god, cheese, what the hell's going on?
Cool. I mean, look at you. Look how dirty Oscar's walls are. This is what I've been waiting for. Oscar's floor situation. Check it out. Look at this fucking cat. Wanting to escape. My cat's never ran over to a window trying to knock it over with its fucking weak paw. You know, this is a cat that's suffering. Even though there's toys galore, this house, I don't think it's a vibe.
What?
Look how dirty it is. He literally has a piece of wood holding his shitty door together. You know, he walks into Trisha's golden gateways to her house. Then he comes home to this dirty aluminum bullshit, you know, porch sliding door. Wow.
Anyways, but now.
And here's his kitchen. Just what I fucking thought. Random hallway. I hate a kitchen like this. This is almost the same kitchen that Ethan Klein has down at H3 Productions.
Cheese. What the hell? And every time I go cheese.
Hold on. Here it is. What is all this shit on the floor?
Ow.
And here's his source of nice, beautiful, cool air. Wow.
And every time I go to film him on the fucking wheel.
Where's he at? Why are you scared? I think the boyfriend has told him with his fist not to show him on camera. And, you know, Oscar's walking around nervous, shy, doesn't know how to, like, approach how he wants to do the fucking vlog. But he's also revealing how shitty his house is. Look what he's got. RBG lights behind the TV. Wow.
Of course. What a troll. So now we're going finally to go to the fish store and see the fish tanks. Because I'm trying to upgrade one of my aquariums because
What is this? Look at this.
I know you guys have been asking for an aquarium tour since literally last year, but it's not living up to like my standard because I am a little bit of a perfectionist. So I wanted looking
just a mirror. I've never seen a mirror in a kitchen.
As glam as possible before I finally do the unveiling, you know?
Wow. Look at them. Look at these. Oscar's challenge.
Anyway, let's finally go to the fish store. Ladies, my plan was to make this an aesthetic montage with music and shit, but guess what? This vlog is giving flop, but it's not giving aesthetic.
Yeah, it's giving fucking bullshit. How many views you got, you son of a bitch? All right, he's got 51K, way more than Trisha could ever imagine.
Finally, so stay tuned for that. Don't want to.
Let's look at Trisha's last vlog. I just kind of want to compare, be petty. Here's her family channel. Last vlog, 48,000 views. Oscar is winning. He's actually becoming more relevant than his boss, Trisha.
Okay, so right now I am at my parents' house. This is my childhood bedroom that I converted into kind of a hoarding room.
Okay, so this is I don't know what did you just say?
Parents' house. This had this dark wood in stock, and that's what I ended up getting. So I will be setting up my tank next week, finally. So stay tuned for that. Don't want to miss it. Okay, so right now.
Wow, bitch! You sound like you're really excited. Not even like a cool type of like you know, pettiness coming out of his mouth. It just all sucks. Anything that is said from Oscar is bullshit.
I am at my parents' house. This is my childhood bedroom that I converted into kind of a hoarding room when I moved out on my own.
So Oscar still lives with his mommy and daddy, it looks like. He's trying to play it off as if he's back home visiting.
Basically, I just had,
You know, how often do you go home and, you know, actually still have your bedroom set up for you?
so much stuff
The first thing my dad did whenever he kicked me out,
because I've literally collected
he burned the house down.
trinkets, knickknacks, things since I was a little kid. And
So Oscar must visit his parents' abode often. In his live streams, he's in this room. I don't know if is Oscar living with his mom and dad? Look at him. He's doing his live streams that he does like every day, or, you know, whatever, every 13 days. He's sitting in, you know, his parents' house. So I don't even know if Oscar has his own apartment. I think he could possibly be living with his mom and dad. Spread the word, folks. Spread the
I
word.
just had so much stuff because I've literally collected trinkets, knickknacks, things since I was a little kid. And I don't know, I'm very attached to all of it. So I didn't want to just like put it in storage or something. I wanted to kind of put it out, you know, like display it in a way where I could come and just be nostalgic and be surrounded by things that I love. So this is also where I stream. So if you've seen any of my streams on this.
Yeah, we've seen it. Moving on. All right, moving on. Oh, look at his whole fucking room coated in this pink shit.
Okay, ladies, this is where things start getting a little spooky.
All right, so it is spooky. You start to... A collector is a little bit more of a disturbing person than you think. It's okay to collect things, but yeah, when you become a hoarder, it is another level of strange.
So...
You know, people that need this and have this fascination with collecting items and putting them on shelf... Right? It's I would like to say it's an addiction of filling a shelf.
Like I said,
you know, collecting things.
it's an old house, so like we have central air, but when I was younger, my parents were sick of me running the central air all the
So this is nuts. This is the fucking most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. Their parents literally cut a hole in their fucking wall there into the house to put in a central air. Oscar's trying to tell us he has central air.
They put this
yeah, right. You got motherfucking window units, bitch.
little like wall unit in here because I just like my room cold. So God bless them.
Oh my God! Look at the black incrustation all over here. You know, Oscar having no respect for his parents' house. You know, not coming in here cleaning this up, repainting it maybe.
This is a
And like, what if it breaks? They literally implanted I've never seen this in my life.
wall unit
Why don't you put it in the fucking window?
here because I just like my room.
Look how small this is.
Cold. So God bless them. This is one of the plushie bins. Again, I don't know. I have to go through it and like figure that shit out. This is the Animal Crossing gallery wall. Again, work in progress. Stitches is kind of falling off. Again,
fat hand.
And like more crazy ass bins that I have to.
All right, so Oscar's confirmed nuts.
And they don't.
He's actually literally coming back here and probably going to fill. So Oscar's moved out allegedly. He is he's into lolly, I think. If you have also, you know, I'm assuming he's a Little Pony fan, My Little Magical Pony, and you know, Mario person. If you're into Mario, that's lolly to me. Even Brass, all that shit. But he does have a clear space right here. Looks like Oscar's going to be filling this up with knickknacks. So he's continuing to hoard his childhood bedroom at his parents' house for all his crap that literally you don't need.
Not fit here.
To stand and collect dust. Every one of these motherfucking dolls, I guarantee you, has layers and layers of dust.
One fits here decently, but two absolutely not. But whatever. We're gonna make it work. These shelves have literally been here since I was like 12 years old, so it's
spackled ceiling, cheap.
kind of trippy. But when I was little, I don't know why I wanted these shelves like kind of like asymmetrical.
Oh my God, JT's here. Welcome to the show, JT, folks. God damn it, where is it? I don't know where it is, JT. I'm trying to give you a song. Welcome to the show, JT. It's been a while. I'm glad you're here. Let's go back to this.
Or whatever, like, I don't know what it was really giving. Why didn't I just center it? I don't know, but we're stuck with it for now. So I just have like Animal Crossing stuff there. And then my Hunger Games collection right there.
This is actually Oscar's biggest fascination in the world. He does have videos on his YouTube, or maybe they've been deleted. where Oscar cosplayed as Jennifer Lawrence's character, Katniss Everdeen in Hunger Games.
But I might move it into this.
But, you know, for somebody that's obsessed and, like, you know, lives a life, you know, through the eyes of a Hunger Games fan, you don't really have a lot. Not a lot of shit. Look, I can't get over this. That's nuts.
Right there. But I might move it into this. I don't know. I have to figure all that out. Okay, this is a little bit of my vinyl collection. I don't really collect anymore besides like the
standard relevant music.
Tree. Back in the day, I used to buy like anyone I remotely liked, but now not so much. I think my first ever vinyl was Speak Now, so that was what, 2010.
I'm looking at ripping it, breaking it in half. Oscar's fat vinyl fucking peeling fingers. What is that? That's nuts. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Look at that hand, Oscar's nubs.
That's when I
You know, I wish his hand was just one finger.
started collecting. I had to move a lot of them to the garage because they just like didn't fit in here, so I kind of just kept the Queenies, you know. This used to
Well, okay, so this used to probably be something that, you know, wasn't meant for
be
this.
my closet that I converted into like a shelving situation. They're just 3 IKEA bookshelves that somehow miraculous.
What the fuck do you have that? What is this, Colossus? You know, Oscar's over here. He's quite the nerd. He's got all this Marvel shit, X-Men, Bratz, Wolverine.
Fit in this closet.
You know, look at this collection. Oscar, where all your dollars have been gone to collecting, you know, crap that,
don't know how.
you know, with one shake compromises all the other guys around
I'm
it.
not a measuring girl at all, as you can tell by the pink display case situation. I'm kind of just like it'll fit, just based off like delusion. But somehow the delusion actually
Where's that
paid
Mr.
off here.
Planet?
It somehow worked. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working with.
All right, enough. I'd like to take that Pokemon ball and throw it as far as I can.
Again, just a lot of shit that I have to kind of put away and display and all that. And then eventually kind of like touch up the paint and stuff. But that's way down the line.
Oh, whatever, bitch. All right, so Oscar does a little makeup routine. We get to watch Oscar one-on-one, you know, sitting with us, embracing the comfort of, you know, your audience,
Who else?
your fans, you know, watching you get your face together for the show.
I just don't.
You know, I didn't think Oscar even wore makeup at all. And that's not a good thing to say.
Like,
and I'm saying I don't even notice he wears makeup on the show.
Sleep that much. Who else is
So it ain't helping.
doing that like me? We got gaming, we got vlogs, we got beauty. Truly a variety channel. Foundation, this is another e.l.f. product.
So as you can see, Oscar's the product of somebody, you know, one too many chapped lips. He's got his shit dripping with that sauce, that Vaseline, that chapstick. That shit is layered thick, you know, a couple, 3 or 4 layers deep on his lips. I think he's using Trisha's disgusting makeup that she has thrown around this room.
3 shades darker than I currently am. Would be problematic if I wasn't Latino, I guess. So for me, I get really,
you know, and I don't see it at all. You know, Oscar, you're a one of a kind. You know, I if you were to tell me Oscar's Latino, I'd say no way.
Watchy, like in my neck, whenever attention is on me for some reason, like little hives, because I have social anxiety. So the
you know, Oscar's fake Latino.
In
allegedly,
the little makeup bag is the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I really don't know what I'm fully doing, but.
Yeah, I can tell. This is what I would do, too. If I had makeup, I'd just start to have a blast. Dookie streaks.
Sure. And this big-ass forehead.
Oh, my God. Woo! God damn! Oscar's hairline.
Come on down!
Look at Oscar's hairline. We finally get to see it pulled back.
I think I will get a hairline.
Look at him, man. He's got that fucking 4 o'clock bullshit, okay? Dad of the year. Dad hairline.
I mean, like transplant.
Oh, my God. Look how far. And it goes further, too. Don't get it twisted.
At some point, I've always had a big forehead, but obviously hitting 30, your hair thins out, and then plus I'm just always...
It's a lie. I'm 30-something. Hair still here. See this? A lot of people, they have no idea what a lineup is. I get that ghetto Puerto Rican Spaniard, or I get that ghetto lineup. Look at this. A lot of people think I have something, my hairline perfect. You know, some people trying to make, you know, comments on the video. They're like, with a hairline like that? With a hairline like what? A god? A fucking god, dog?
Stress, so that doesn't help. So I think at some point we'll move that down. But for now, we'll just contour it. Concealer 20. Oh, shit. We're baking. Let's just say that. We'll say we're baking. Okay, I'm gonna warm everything back up because we feel like we got lost in the... Oh, shit.
So Oscar's making a mess. He's actually creating a whole new beard and a whole new look for his face. Has no idea what he's doing. It looks like he's been socked in the chin. He's got a nice bruise.
We're so back. We're so back. That scared me for a second. I can't see what the hell I'm doing because my glasses are off, so hopefully this looks like slay.
Looks like slime to me. Okay, so Oscar got himself all dressed up for nothing going home. His boyfriend didn't notice an inch of his makeup, and Oscar's not about it. So let's move on. That was Oscar and his shitty-ass vlog. This is his room now at his cool apartment. Check it out. Look how old these vents are. They don't make it like this. I haven't seen this since 1745, okay?
It is so late, but...
Moving on, back to Trisha's podcast. How much more do we want to watch of this?
Then, like, we're only... Our mind...
Does anybody want to see this? Because I only, like, left this because of, you know, the close similarity to Oscar that Bowen Yang resembles.
We're not developed enough as human beings to, like, not keep doing that. And so we just keep doing that. And then you get in this holding pattern. And then all it takes is just one thing to, like, get you out of this. Sorry, we're getting so deep already.
I love that about you, though. I feel like I was so nervous when we first met. Like, I didn't want to, like, ruin anything up. I didn't want to be in anyone's space or anyone's way because, like, it's such an intense show. And I'm like, okay, I'm literally here for, like, a 3-second, like, cameo. I don't want to be in the way. So I was, like, very much, like, trying not to be in your space.
Okay, so Trisha was trying not to actually tip the whole fucking stage over. Very easy thing to do.
Or be over much. But then...
Chelsea says Chad Nate versus Incel Oscar.
minute we started talking about like meditation and I was like wait, what? And you said you watched like Soul Boom, like all.
But I mean, Trisha trying to sit there and, you know, be humble, be like, I wasn't trying to get in the way, you know, I was just following your lead, dog. When Trisha showed up on camera, she filled the whole fucking stage.
All this crazy stuff, and I was like, wait.
You know, what they didn't tell you is that the show was actually, the Trisha segment was pre-recorded.
I wouldn't think that about you because you're just like so.
Because they couldn't get the entire set and everything else on the stage without, like, you know, compromising the weight capacity. And, like, you know, endangering people around them. If Trisha was on the stage with too many people, she could actually cause it to break. And, so you know, like, it would just be a bloodbath.
And, like, you never talk about, like, being with your thoughts. And, like,
yeah, I guess I don't. You're right.
Yeah. I never get that from you. Like,
really?
With Las Culturistas,
That's fine. I mean, I don't know what the fuck Trisha's talking about. Trisha's acting as if they're old pals.
Like, beyond words. Like, one, obviously, DMing me to get me. We should kind of say that, too. Yes. Okay, so I get a DM. We followed each other.
We followed each other for a while, and then Harry Daniel connected us. And that
JT is sliving. Shout out JT.
Was so kismet to me because I love him. I love you.
I love Harry.
And he set us up.
Oh, wow, look at his little Geppetto shoes. So fake Oscar, Asian Oscar, Bowen Yang, you know, would be the type of person that would come up, pull up at the party wearing a couple slippers.
He linked us up.
And he's got himself a couple Gucci steppers covered with cracks and stains.
On.
They're not a good look. I mean, I don't know how anybody could ever put their fucking feet inside something a puppet would wear. You know, a ventriloquist doll shoe.
On movies.
No.
Do you think you'll stay for a while?
What did I just fucking do? Son of a bitch!
was once again so busy, and I like your one day off. I'm not gonna be like, come to the podcast, but you did ask, like, are you doing a podcast while you're here? I'm like, yeah. Would you like to come?
And it was such a quick yes.
That was crazy, and the fact that you're here, I really appreciate it. Like beyond words. Like one, obviously DMing me to get me. We should kind of say that too. Yes. Okay. So I get a DM. We followed each other.
We followed each other for a while, and then Harry Daniel connected us.
Okay, so I'm actually curious about the backstory on how these two lovebirds met up.
And that was so kismety to me because I love him, I love you.
I love Harry.
And he set us up, or he linked us up on DMs, and then whatever. I was just like, oh my God, Trish, like I love you, like.
Okay, so he doesn't look like he actually loves her. They both look like they're just playing the role.
I have,
trying to pull it off, get this over with, make this the past already.
Followed you.
And pretend to like actually be interested into each other.
Since the beginning, which for me was you and Gigi Gorgeous doing videos where you guys were being so fun. You guys were literally doing sketches.
Yeah.
Wait, tell the Nazi one. I like, hey, Bowen, you remember the Trisha enjoying and,
Gigi Gorgeous
actually
doing videos.
Being in love with Hitler? Did you like those old videos, Bowen?
You guys were being so fun. You guys were literally doing sketches.
Yeah. That was like.
Bring those up!
That was like 15 years ago.
Those are the best videos.
But it's like, can I say, like, of that ilk, I was like, oh, but the difference with Trish, personally, and I don't know the full landscape, but I'm like, but Trish is like...
Exactly. Cool says they like each other's clout, and that's a good thing. That actually works in for anybody. Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein enjoys other people's clout, a.k.a. other people's money. That's why we've actually seen him open up and squash the beef with some of these people that he's talked shit about. And Trisha's kind of doing the same thing, this fake friendship, this fake bullshit smile that these two are putting on right now. Except for Bowen Yang. He looks like he's fucking freaking out.
Hilarious.
He looks like he has no idea what's going on. Wow. But they're trying to play off as if like they both loved each other. Ever since their inception into stardom. Bowen Yang's trying to tell him, he's like, I've been around since the beginning, okay? I know you from the back of my hand, bitch.
Just like a comedic genius.
I'm a real fucking fan. So he wanted her to come on the show. Bowen wanted to do a tribute for Trish. Bring her up on the show because of her comedic genius.
Crazy. No.
All she did was get on the stage and said, God damn.
I heard that.
And let out a stank.
I really had not heard that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like I feel like people are like, Trisha's funny, but like I can't intentionally be. Could never do. Did you do stand up?
I never did stand up. I tried. I was bad at it. I couldn't put in the hours of like open mics and all that stuff.
Surprising because I feel
legend.
Like everyone on SNL, I thought was like stand up. Like if I started.
Well, no. The nice thing about this current time of SNL is everyone's from a different background. You've got TikTok.
Now, where'd you come from? Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Bowen Yang came from TikTok.
Comedians, or you've got like sketch comedians from the Groundlings, or you've got like body horror comedians like Sarah, or you've got like
body what?
She does body horror.
Body horror. And Trisha's like, God, and she probably considers herself something like that, like. A lightweight David Cronenberg movie, a movie about body horror, okay? Everything about Trisha is like, something out of the mind of David Cronenberg crawling across the table.
Body horror?
Some type of disturbing, mutated piece of human flesh.
She does like, she loves doing practical effects where like, out of a vagina that she makes out of paper mache or something.
Oh, that was like hers. I was like squirting.
It's squirting. She loves to squirt.
I was like,
oh, here we go. Trisha's already making a mess. As you can see, she's making a puddle. She's holding her goinkus down here.
Don't we all love to squirt? And then, anyway, so no, like everyone comes from a different background. I love that that's what SNL is right now. It's like you got queer comedians, you got like really like bro-y, for lack of a better word, like, stand-ups, and like it's from the whole, it runs the gamut. But I feel like
now what I'm waiting for right now is Trisha's lean forward. Bowen Yang actually has his knee, kind of like presented to Trisha as a gift. Trisha does a lot of knee touching too. Some of the guests she has on her show that she's in love with. We saw the same thing with Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew was covered with Trisha's fingerprints by the time he left.
Like, you can't discount like that era of social media and of let's just say like of that era of YouTube specifically is like so important to like the current media landscape of like comedy, you know? Like, it's
Explain.
Like, it's
Bowen Yang is over here doing circles with his words.
a huge part
He's telling us that, like, a huge part of culture is some of the old YouTube videos.
of, like, of that era of YouTube specifically.
As if they're important on the influence on culture, which sometimes things can be, but also Trisha doing an ad could influence culture. Okay? It could advertisements could probably create a movement, with people outraged by seeing them.
You know what I mean?
Or we could get rid of them.
And so that's why when you say that, it's like shocking to hear, because I don't think anyone else looks at social media people as like, wow, they're comedic geniuses over there. You know what I mean?
Literally, but that's why people were buzzing at the show. Like people who worked at the show, like all the writers who came up to you, like all the cast that came up to you, like
So
Chloe
nice.
Fineman was.
Wow, his eyes are about to go into space. Look at him going nuts, glitching out. I'd like to say Bowen Yang's probably AI.
Freaking out. Sarah was freaking out. We were all like, Trish is like a legend. And like, and the way I pitched it to Lauren, I had to like run the cameo of you by Lauren, and I was like, so she's this like modern day like Warholian figure. Like,
Wow, okay. And like Trisha's over here about to sink into her own fucking fat. I mean, she's being fucking buttered up right now by this guy.
like
This guy's covering her, basting her, fluffing her up.
has like lived 1,000 lives. She's been through every kind of modern day experience of fame where people love her, people all of a sudden will flip on her, people like don't believe what she says, people believe what she says. It's like you have experienced the full spectrum. And like I think you show people, you show me that like people can grow and change, and like it's
Wow. So this guy's about to fucking, start crying here in a minute. I can't watch another second of Bowen Yang.
Hi, muckers.
Apparently, Adam McIntyre got confronted at Trisha's show.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. If you can see
So here's this little bitch sitting by his shitty fucking apartment
me in the
window.
background, I am currently in New York.
Oh, okay. So he's in a nice little hotel right now.
This
Now I only clicked on
is
this
my
because of the title. I didn't know that Adam McIntyre went to Trisha's show.
second day in New York, which is crazy because I feel like I've already been here for so long because so much has happened. I am going to be returning to filming regular content tonight. I'm about to start doing that, but I wanted to do a little update video on kind of how the first day went because it was a lot. And
Wow. So let's see if we can get some pictures. I don't know if he doesn't have any timestamps, so I don't know where we would even start. Let me just kind of scroll through this, see if there's any evidence. Here it is right here. Here's Adam. Adam showing up to the fucking show. Look at him. What? Oh my God.
so this was that same
Let me go back a little bit. So here's a picture of Adam at Trisha's show.
want to like give them anything to work with. So I like kind of go into a little bit of panic mode, but I'm like, right. So I go up to a worker and I ask where the box office is, and they say over there. So I go, great. So I then have to walk past this group of people that just did that, right? Which, spoiler alert, it was that person on Reddit. I am so blessed. I am so blessed in life that the one thing I didn't want to happen was for this fucking evil, nasty person on Reddit, on the Trisha Paytas Reddit, to come one-on-one with me.
Wow. Adam's scared out of his fucking mind.
He is the first person I fucking run into.
Wow. The person. Reddit's, yours Reddit. Yours truly showed up.
Was, right?
And I would love to see this shit. This is probably the fear that a lot of these creators have, is the confrontation.
So I immediately go to box office and I'm like, hey, like my name's on the list. Like, how do I get my ticket? And they were like, can we have your ID? I give my ID. And they go, Adam McIntyre, and they give me my ticket. Now, what I don't know, and I only found out this morning, was that this person who was the one that was like Team Klein or whatever the fuck they did, right? They had taken a photo of me at box office and had written on Reddit, and it was on
I'm a loser, I suck, I have no talent, I'm fat, I'm ugly, like all this stuff, and like the
Wow, good stuff. So Adams is being a drama queen. I don't give a fuck. All right, moving on. Ethan stuff. Do we even care? I had Ethan pulled up for some god-awful fucking reason. I couldn't even fucking tell you why. You know, I wanted to, you know, catch up, do some coverage on the Kleins, but now I can't even remember what I was, you know, attempting to do. I know that he actually spoke on Trish, so maybe we can hop into that. We can see Ethan's reaction.
9 or something?
Wow. Something like that.
So this is just titled the Trisha Paytas situation. Ethan Klein pulling up old news, you know, clips from frenemies, and we're gonna get some of Ethan's thoughts on the situation. I think Olivia's back.
Fancy.
Is it?
No, I don't know. It sounds.
You know, which is my dream. My wife, Olivia.
Arigato? What a fucking dumbass name.
Someone, last time I talked about my shit issues, Zach called me out. Someone from a...
Oh, also, Ethan's been, like, finally giving himself a new footwear. You know, he got the Rock, he got the new watch. Now he's starting to slowly upgrade his entire, you know, apparel.
So I'm going to be buying some shoes.
His name is...
Thank you.
His name is Axel Arigato. Thank you, Mr. Roboto.
Oh yeah, they seem bougie.
Well, I got them. These are all on sale from Essence. So I just picked up a bunch of shit. I got a ton of pants too, and I returned like 80% of them because they're too.
They didn't fit. You know, Ethan broke them.
Small. You know, you get these mediums from these people in Europe and Italy and Japan, and it's like these people are tiny. A medium. I could squeeze into a medium these days, 34 waist. I couldn't even reach.
Oh, well, doubt it. You know, that's what we would call wishful thinking.
You know,
Ethan fitting in a medium. So Ethan's looking tired. You know, he's been sick recently. He's been doing this show, not really feeling doing the show. So he looks exhausted, depleted. You know, not really feeling the vibe of today's episode.
It's humiliating.
And he has to bring up the subject of his, one of his ex-lovers, Trisha Paytas.
I think these Italians and the Europeans are, frankly, they're fat shaming us Americans, and we need to talk to NAFTA about it.
Those Italians, I love the Italians.
This needs to become a tariff situation.
All right, Ethan, with your sip.
Is that a live scoreboard? Let's see here. God, I wish I could show you guys it. But fully committed.
All right, so he's just pretty much talking about the SNL thing. He also, he brought up how he couldn't show it. You know, my fucking dumbass. I even said it when I did the stream. It's probably going to block the whole video, which
delivers a line with lots of...
So Ethan being a little bitch, okay, scared out of his fucking mind. He doesn't want to show the SNL skit with Trish.
Pizzazz. Fully committed. Nails every word. So I'm happy for her. And I don't know why people always think that I'm not happy for her one way or the other. Like, other than like when we first broke up, there was like a lot of drama, but... Like
look at Ethan's hands. You know, he's losing it. He's reaching around. He's staring at his fucking rock while he's talking about Trisha, while he's trying to tell us, there's no beef between us.
Other than like when we first broke up,
he's spazzing out. His twitches are getting worse than ever.
There was like a lot of drama, but like I feel like I've been nothing.
Ethan being one of the biggest supporters of Trisha's demise. He's trying to tell his audience right now that, he's happy for her. He's never been happy
but supportive of her and wishing her well pretty much like since like 3 months after our breakup. And I would be friends with her again so fast if it wasn't for...
And he wants to say Gila. He wants to say Big H and Moses. The brother and sister are the problem, keeping Ethan away from that bag. And having Trisha come on to the set and eat everything.
Moses is just a creep and a scumbag. That's the only...
Ethan, being one of these leaders of fighting for the right cause, wants to sit there and play as if.
Problem.
That's his best friend. He has no problem with Big T, Big Mama T, Trish. It's Moses actually standing in the way of them rekindling their old friendship.
Her husband.
He misses his ex for sure.
My brother-in-law, Hila's brother.
But Ethan refusing to he's one of these drama channels now. I'm surprised how little and lack of A-logging people don't do with any type of Trisha content. I've been doing it for a while. We've been watching it together. We've all been enjoying Trisha's folds. Okay, her largeness, her size. But we've also been watching her do very disturbing things, and nobody brings it up. Why is nobody bringing up the fact that she's sexualizing her children.
Like, oh, Ethan's probably seething right now. I was like,
hey.
So here's Gila part 2.
Nothing but support
Olivia
of her and wishing her well pretty much like since like 3 months after our breakup. And I would be friends with her again so fast if it wasn't for Moses is just a creep and a scumbag. That's the problem. Her husband, my brother-in-law.
Okay, so Ethan's bringing up the fact that he's a creep. You know, Moses has got a lot of allegations. Okay, allegations, not good. SA allegations.
when I saw people
and like, you know, the fact that none of this shit's being brought up. Trisha's in the perfect amount of spotlight right now for one TikTok to go viral. The Expos. It's an exciting time. So Olivia's finally back wearing her only piece of fucking furniture she's got, her coat.
being like, oh, Ethan's probably seething right now. I was like,
why?
You know, trying to what we would do, you know, defend her, you know, the honor of Ethan right now.
Definitely not. Like, how could you think that Ethan would be anything but like so happy for her?
Yeah. And everybody's laughing. They're all in on it. They're all in on it. You know, I'd imagine on everybody's background on their computer is one of Trisha's naked.
He's moving.
And they all laugh and laugh. You know, have a good laugh before the show starts. AB's watch is on perfect fucking, you know, visibility right now. Look at this shit. This is his Cartier, his grandmother timepiece. Very disgusting stuff. Showing it for everybody to look at and be like, I have no idea that's a Cartier. You know, I wouldn't know. No, to me, that's a fucking Casio.
Moved on to his next.
You know, grandma's square of time.
Ex co-host.
That's right.
Trisha is
Yeah.
such old news.
That's right.
In terms of beef, we love you, Trisha.
You know, I have.
But what will happen? I guarantee it. I know. I don't know why, but I have this feeling there will be. Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein getting back together.
Yeah,
okay, I guarantee you there will be a huge fucking you know, big piece of news coming up soon. Ethan comes in, you know, excited to start the show. You know, he can't even get through the first 30 seconds before he reveals that him and Trish are buddies.
I do need the rec.
I don't know why I see it, but you know, with the dollars that Ethan desires and all that ad revenue and his buddy, his love, Trisha, I'm not going to be shocked if they get back together and there will be frenemies
with
again.
something though. I had a falling out with Trisha. Although I think people agree it wasn't my fault, right?
The day of reckoning will come.
And then I had a falling out with my other co-host, Hassan. And I mean, at a certain point, I think I need to look in the mirror and ask myself,
Wow, what's the problem? So, do they go over the SNL
with
stuff?
kids. I don't know.
I didn't get very far into this episode.
That colorful bird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Next
so
that
I
movie.
won't come on then because there's just no space for me on that stage.
Oh, that's a great. We should do this. I'm going to make. This is a suggestion from chat.
All right, don't care. All right, moving on. That was Ethan talking. Let's go to Trisha's TikToks and watch those before we end this show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're hopping into TikTok. We haven't seen any of the latest stuff that she's been posting on here. You know, her crap videos, her eating a couple, you know, bowls of spaghetti, dancing around. I'm sure that what I've missed on here is going to be exciting to catch up with, you know, with this whole week that's gone on. Trisha's biggest week ever, you know, doing her live show, doing SNL, sitting on Cloud 9. I'm assuming we're about to be bombarded with a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. So I don't know who this is. Trisha's fully in New York City right now, hanging out with the public. This is the Queen or whatever this is. Or FE. Okay, wow. Barely any traction on this channel. Crap. So let's go back. Let's see what else she's posted. Here she is downtown. Come with me to SNL rehearsals. So this should be exciting. It's 4 minutes and 42 seconds of Trisha behind the scenes.
My flight landed an hour ago. I had to run to 30 Rock because the streets were closed. But I'm about to go rehearse for Saturday.
All right, so she's looking huge. I mean, looking like a linebacker. Look at the size of this shoulder blade. Look how thick and tall it is. I'm imagining people behind her are like, damn.
So I'm running.
They probably don't even think it's Trish. They're shocked. How big? Wow, so here it is, Spotify Wrapped. So this was her little segment, the Spotify Wrapped segment, where she just opened the door and they're like, God fucking damn it! Trisha, what the fuck? Anyways, the skit was SNL Wrapped. Trisha eats through the door, comes in, and does her like 1 or 2 lines, and that's it. I don't know if it's really necessary to even have a dressing room for this little bit of TV action. And even given a script.
Room, Studio H, script, mini, yeah. Just arrived to 30 Rock, back in my dressing room.
Well, she couldn't be more excited. Now, I wish I could see the security footage of Trisha's dressing room door, okay? And not for something to start, to gross. I just want to know how many times we saw Trisha peek out that door looking for a celebrity.
About to make some hot tea. Oh my gosh.
Wow. I couldn't be more excited. This is a very terribly put together dressing room. This is dog shit. This is probably for family to sit in.
Food.
Chip in the table.
Script. Got my Silent Life hoodie. The tree light.
So her hair is ultra fried. I don't know why. It is nuts how much fucking, static energy is probably sitting up in this fucking nest. So Trisha's hair's sharper than hell. I'm sure everybody just told her to go sit in her dressing room until they're ready to deal with her. As if it's like some type of, like you're in the emergency room. She's waiting for makeup to come in. She came up to New York City with this stiff fried, look at this shit, crispy as goddamn all get out. Damn!
My hotel's only a couple blocks away, but it takes like an hour to get here by car. And I had all my budget with me. Hi!
Oh, wow. Busted.
And now I just got my outfit to wardrobe. I had overnight 2 pink dresses because I flew in from San Diego for my live show and I had no stuff for New York packed. But I'm gonna make some hot tea.
Here we go. Look at this. I feel like I'm like in a hospital right now. Trisha's got a little care package of sugars, Splendas, and creamer.
I never make tea. I don't know how. I love tea. I don't know how to make it.
Yeah, okay. So Trisha has no idea how to like use a fucking goddamn anything at all. She can't even open this thing up.
Knows how to make it. Am I doing this right?
There's probably nothing in there. Trisha, there's probably a snake in there. It's a joke. It's gonna hit her right in the face.
I feel like. Oh, okay.
And Trisha's gonna come out this room with a straw in this fucking thing in a minute. She's gonna give up on the whole cup idea.
I'm gonna keep going.
Oh, wow, there we go.
We did it.
Trisha's favorite.
And now we wait. I'm here at 3:30. The first show they do is in front of a live audience at 8:30, and then it goes live at 11:30, and then they have a whole little...
Interesting stuff. So this is a lot of useless footage. Trisha just had to film something, Couldn't hold her excitement back. They even gave her a small-ass bag of bud. Look at that. Look at these drugs.
Honey, pure honey, and I got these little creamers.
Wow, okay. So I'm sure every bit of these are going to be used. This is really boring.
I know, this is so exciting. Got some more Saturday Night Live merch. About to go to hair and makeup.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Like, I've totally forgot about Trisha's fascination with collecting merch of things. I'm sure she hit every gift shop, bought everything.
Merch. About to go into hair and makeup. It's so hard not saying anything. I met a lot of you here. And like, what are you doing here? I'm like, you know, no big deal. It's going to be on Saturday Night Live. I haven't said it yet, but.
So Trisha's lying. She said people spotted her. You know, nobody's chasing her down. I don't buy it.
I'm so excited.
Oh my God. And look at this. This is a really lonely video. All alone. Nobody's even talked to her. All this coverage has just been Trish leaned back with her eyes as wide as they can go, blown away, scared out of her mind that this is happening.
So excited.
Laid back in her bed, catatonic after a big sandwich. Okay, waiting for the bathroom time. Sitting here with a plate of things that will never be touched by Trish.
Shabuzi, the musical artist, is right next door.
Wow. Okay, so Trisha's about to eat an entire sticker for Shabuzi. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm sure Trisha was pounding on this door like it's prison, trying to make contact with Shabuzi. Look how nuts you look. Trisha looks nuts right now.
I was going to take a nap.
She almost looks spun. Like she's out of it. She's almost like lucid, like mind state right now. Psychosis going on, just like with too much excitement and glee for SNL.
I was going to take a nap, but there's too much excitement happening.
You know, and Trisha's just waiting for the knock on the door. As you can tell, she's sitting in here like a prisoner. First knock, she's like, I'm ready! It ain't nothing. I would only imagine she sat here for hours. Hours trying out apples for the first time. Her reaction to it, priceless. It's going to get spit out. Wow. And so she can hear Shabuzi over there. Chocolate fella. You know, Trisha Paytas. Right now is just acting as if she did whenever she first realized who The Weeknd was. She tried to put on this scheme. Trisha Paytas, a couple months ago, tried to put on this whole act as if she didn't know who The Weeknd was. Just realized who he was from the TV show The Idol. All of a sudden, allegedly had a back and forth in some type of Twitter DMs, which it wasn't him. It was probably just his agents or anybody running his social media pages. I could see the same type of thing happening here where Trisha's like, have you guys heard of Shabuzi? Amazing stuff. And she has no idea what's being said. She's just geeked off of that fucking galaxy gas. This was like a fucking death trap. Look at the ceiling of SNL. What? Oh my God. Too much hanging items. What the fuck? Already seen it. So I did notice too that SNL set needs to be destroyed. They need to get a new fucking building. This place has had its time. Look at these old yellow cigarette walls. Yeah. All right, I'm done. We watched Trish. We did everything. I feel like I did a decent stream for you guys. Thanks for being here. We covered all the classic suspects. Trisha Paytas. Looked into Gypsy. Please hit the like button, share it, rewatch, whatever. I love you guys. Thanks for being here, the people that did show up for the secret stream. Love you guys, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.